Yeah. I did open the gate. As I was saying in last night's stream, that's right, I was streaming last night. Make sure you got your notifications on. House plants you've got in your house are now immoral. Don't know if you know. I don't know if you heard the news. No, they aren't. I'm afraid they are, Tramadol. I read it somewhere. I'm afraid they are. But forget about that for a minute. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in a wee second about that. I've got something very important to say. And first of all, that is Go. Thanks for the 8-month resub. Any chance of an American gangster noir? Boss. Is
this still a
Oh, right. BAWSE. I think you're going to want to see this, Blam. A boss. But BOSS is how the... That's how it... Boss. But that's how they say it. Boss, that's how you say it. Boss. Say it the way Americans say it as opposed to us, which is boss. Bose. A boss. Oh, by the way, so can I get an American gangster noir? A boss. I think you're gonna want to see this, Blam. That's a police. That would be a detective that says that to their captain or somebody, the lieutenant. You don't really get a. The boss normally isn't present at a crime. They're normally sitting in a wee office somewhere. Hey boss, I think you're gonna want to see that. Jezza, thanks for £3. Can I get a ScotRail announcer, Blam, please? The Blam's been taken, I'm so sorry. Tall Nerd, thanks for sub. Dutch Steve McLaren is we're very much how you say underdogs. Arsenal is a big team. We are very much the what you call underdogs. Arsenal, very big team. We're very much what do you English call underdogs? Let's just watch it in case you're like, what's he doing? What's he doing? Football manager Steve McLaren, who I believe was managing a Dutch team, doing an interview. It fucking is.
I sort of knew when I came here and the Champions League.
Fucking hell.
Liverpool or Arsenal. I thought maybe one of them we would draw, and it is Arsenal, I think.
It is Arsenal, I think. It is Arsenal.
I thought maybe one of them we would draw, and it is Arsenal, I think.
He's not quite learned how to contract, it is to it's. Right? Just start with the fucking basics.
The toughest teams in the draw, and I think it will be very, very difficult for our players, but also a great experience. We have a young team, and to experience
a few young teams in Glasgow.
Games, Champions League, Arsenal, at home, the Emirates, will be fantastic for the players, not just for now, but in the future as well.
Right, get to the good bit.
Must be very special for you.
Underdog.
5 Champions League, so it's one of the reasons I came to draw Arsenal, one of the big teams. Is exciting for everybody.
Arsenal is a big team. What are your chances against Arsenal?
I say, I think we are not just what you call underdogs, but massive underdogs. I think what you call underdogs, but massive underdogs. I think.
I mean, he is probably meaning what you call there's a term called underdog, to be the underdog. But I'm gonna go with believing that he's actually saying it like what I mean. She sounds possibly Dutch as well, and he's saying what you call. It's almost like he is saying to her what you English call. There's a word that you English people have in England. Underdog, is it?
There is no expect you call underdogs, but massive underdogs. I think there is no expectations for FC20, so everything is there for a surprise.
And as I've said before, the last time I played it, possibly if you're to give him a break, you could say, listen, maybe his particular English accent, maybe like certain Scottish accents, is a wee bit kind of like for somebody who is Dutch and has learned English for somebody speaking in some kind of Queen's English, and then they start speaking in maybe some Northern English accent or Scottish accent, like what? So maybe if you speak a wee bit like in a English speaking Dutch accent, then you've got that common ground. But I don't think so. I think he's just I think he's just lost it. Is he not Dutch? Is he not Dutch? Well, you think I'm just... No, I'm not just going like that. Oh, wait to hear this Dutch guy speaking. Wait to hear how Dutch people speak. No, he's fucking... He's from Newcastle. Let's hear him speak normally. You know, like in his normal, everyday. Steve McLaren. Right, so here's his... Of what? It's not just accent, it's the words. How what do you say?
Enjoy more when you've got the right cover.
By the way, just... Right, go on, mate.
Always envied. Finally getting his massive screen.
Can't hear a fucking word.
Noise blasting out, and I thought, now there's a
What?
football club that is sticking together.
I can't hear.
Players are playing for the club.
For fuck's sake, put a mic on him. Right. What? With this?
It's been a perfect response. You'd think that, no problem, start again, keep dominating, keep getting pressure on the Iceland back four. The only thing that they have got is the big boy up front, Sigurdsson, who really, Sigthorsson.
That'll be me.
Oh, my word. Oh.
Update your media player. Get free update. Oh, it's away! Oh, fuck! Oh, I'm going to be out of date. Have you all joined us? Or is this bots? No, I'm seeing a lot of subs there. Or joined. I mean, I know I have been talking for quite a bit, but even at that. Can I just sort of quickly catch up and can I just say... just very quickly, can I just say... Jammer, the Purring Otter, Squidblind, Restricted Rebel. Ian Lewis, thanks for the subs. I'm sorry the blam's been taken. Squiffs, indeed Jackboy. Ems, Ant, thanks for the subs. You're welcome. It laughs. Muffy's Moss, Chevra, Zeblime, Debaser, Jambowski, Paul Black. The subs have all been taken. Thanks for the bits. Aaron, Bakun, Sesha, thanks for the subs and bits. Been watching your Overwatch trolling. It was a good laugh at it. I don't do it anymore because I'm really nice now. Funnel Boy, Tom Nil, Danny, thanks for the subs. 46-year-old man playing games, yes. Right, let's fucking go on, mate. Hold on. DJT, Gary Jerry, Muddy Funsters, Rory, Big Nostromo, and Liam, thanks for the subs. Have you seen the 30? Of course I've seen that Thatcher clip. Right, so I'm gonna catch up in just a wee second, right? Right, I'll just I'll do a wee countdown. Oh fuck, music. Hurry up. I just want to say this. Jezza, thanks to £3. Stewards inquiry under Niles' law. My blam. We haven't implemented Niles' law yet. What's that? My blam was the first. We've not implemented Niles' law. And anyway, I wouldn't call the law Niles' law anyway. He doesn't deserve that fucking recognition. Just walks in here, bad mouths the place and walks away. He's not getting a fucking his name on a plaque. The only plaque he's got is probably in his teeth because he's been smoking all that hash and it's coated his teeth. Good luck, everybody. I mean, I don't know if Niles doesn't smoke hash, by the way. That's just a wee joke. When I was a boy growing up in Glasgow, I was, for want of a better term, it was crazy. I remember going... Then you said, just keep on with the job, just get the money in. Juggle. Tell us something better. A lot of time, juggle with anything you gave me. I remember... Spinning Sinead, thanks for subs. Go over to a friend's house and... Shout out to your daughter, Caris. Peaches, plums, apples that their mother would have on the table, and I would just help myself to them. I'd pick them up and I would start juggling with them. 3, 4 of them. Come on, Dean, man. They would look at me and they would be maybe waiting for me to drop the fruit and bruise the fruit. Elusive Tramp and Rusty Spanner, thanks to subs. Very well. But regardless, they must have looked at me like I was, well, like I was crazy. Might Average, thanks for the sub. Membercon, thanks for 200 bits. You're very welcome. Membercon there, I followed yesterday. One of many people in my self-promo channel in my Discord that I have followed in preparation for any wee surprise raids that I might be doing. Maybe waiting for me to... Oh. Keep your eyes on this lot. That's the sort of luck you need to win, look. You need that sort of luck there. I would just juggle all the time, juggle with anything you gave me. I don't... Hold on. I'm coming down here. I'm waiting for somebody to just drop right in that. No, they're deed. Mekovich, thanks to that 70-month resub. Just like the white winged dove sings a song. Sounds like she's singing Edge of 17. Oh, I didn't know the lyrics to that for quite a long time. Thank you very much. The bikes, thanks to 300 bits. Away for my first dose today, going to Donald, Duo, Jim and Drum for it. Didn't even know he was a boxer. They would be maybe waiting for me to... Was he? To drop the fruit and bruise the fruit and give me into a bag. Look at you odd fucking... Look at that, man. I never dropped him. Slow and steady. Goslin. Oh no, not that slow. Oh. Slow and steady. Johnston's Gymnasium. Fuck. Johnston's Gymnasium, bringing the gym to NG Goslin. I will work for it. Yeah, the start. Will a sub win? No. Again, obviously, but because of COVID, couldn't get to the gym. But Johnston's Gym really helped with that. Treadmill, weights, bench, pull-ups, exercise bike, kettlebell, and more. Also called Born, Alex, thanks. Adam, Rafen, thanks for subs. You lost it all. At least you tried. Limmy's Twang.
Twitch, live Monday to Friday, 9:30 AM GMT.
+1.
Live here, only on Monday's Twitch, live from Glasgow.
Dead.
Community is here, live.
$250,000 down the fucking tubes. Yes, man. $250,000 down the tubes. At least you fucking went for it. That's the main thing. You're this gambling fucking 10 grand when you've got $250,000.
Live.
House Cake sings the sub. Thank you very Walking Film, thank you very fucking much. Glad you're liking the stories. Did you play Flash of the Baby Blues? I've not had a fucking shower yet, by the way. I've not had a shower yet. Jezza, thanks for £3. PayPal are giving people who are... Thank you very much, Jezza. I'm not going to read that out if you don't mind. Rumam, thanks for the sub. Yes. Again? Again? You've won before? You've won before, huh? You've won before, huh? Have you? Rigged. Man visits museum, can't believe it. 1 in a fucking 1,000 chance, man. Rigged. It's no rigged. Exclamation mark alert. Improv. Man visits museum. Oh, the emoji is actually in the fucking text bit now. Good, finally. Museum statue, maybe? No. What's that? Oh! Oh! It's like that night at the museum.
Is this the city of love?
Is it Easter Island or... Look at that. Look at that. Zoran, thanks for the sub. Just relax, you're welcome. This improv story is based on idea. Chili Kiwi, thanks for gifting that sub. No thank yous while I do the story because I'm going to lock this one in. That's it, locked in now. Man visits museum. Let the story commence. There was a guy called Craig and knew that the museums had opened and all the rest of it. But the coronavirus kind of calming down, he thought, I'm going to go to a museum. I've not been at a museum in fucking ages. So he went along to his local museum and it was shut. Turns out he was wrong. They've not opened the museums. Or they've opened the pubs and the restaurants and all that, but no fucking museums, and it really, really annoyed him. So what he did was he broke in. He broke in one night because he was so into art and all that stuff in history that it was the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery and Museum, right, if you want to know. I don't know what to name it. He broke in and everything had come to life. You have like knights in, you know, the armour, you know, like what do you call it? What do you call that armour? What do you call that armour? A suit of armour, aye. Suit of armour walking about like that. There's a big fucking elephant. There's a big elephant in there. That was walking about. All that. And he's like, no way. And then the elephant walked towards him and it said, come here. So the elephant could actually speak. It'd come to life. But actually, it could also speak. So it wasn't just like brought back to life. It could actually speak. And he went up to it. And he gave it a wee clap on the snout. And something sharp touched his face. He's like, what the fuck was that? It was like a wasp. And what he didn't notice at first was there was a horn coming out the mouth of the elephant and it slashed his face. There. And he looked inside the mouth and there was a wee guy in there. He went, wait a minute. And he turned around and in the suit of armour inside, the person took the helmet off and it was a wee guy. Wee guys had broken in. Hadn't they all come to life? Wee guys, wee bastards had broken in. And like they were using the big... I'll show you what the elephant is in case you're like, what are we talking about, elephant? I'll show you. Kelvin Grove Art Gallery Museum elephant. Sir Roger the elephant. Oh, no. Don't do that. You'll fucking dox yourself. Oh, this. So they were in that. And they were using it as a kind of panto horse. And there's wee guys in that Spitfire and all. And there's a wee guy in that one, the wheel elephant. Somebody's inside the ostrich. And the funny thing is, one wee guy was inside the ostrich, being the ostrich, another one was sitting on top, riding the ostrich. And it looked like, what's his name? What's his name? Bernie Clifton, aye. Which we've watched before, it's a big stream favourite. There we are. That was it. I mean, Bernie Clifton, the guy on the ostrich thing, was... Everybody knew that. How did they get a whole hour-long show? Imagine, like, we're going to the fucking... We've got to Butlins and Bernie Clifton's doing a show for 60 minutes. How'd you do it? Anyway, those wee guys on that elephant, on the ostrich, doing that. And Craig, even with his face slashed, because he realised it, well, I've been fucking slashed. And he saw the horn out the horn out the mouth. I've been fucking slashed. And he saw the wee guys on the ostrich, one on the ostrich, one in the ostrich. And because you could tell there was an actual wee guy in the ostrich as well, because the legs weren't the ostrich legs, they'd torn that off, and you could see the wee guys like kind of tracky bottoms. Is for the legs. Craig thought, they won't know about Bernie Clifton because these wee guys are like 13, 14 years old. And he went like that. Here. I take you don't know he got that far. He got another slash. This time it went from there to there. And it cut that vein there. The biggie. Bang. And then somebody came along, one of these other wee bastards came along with it. There's tons of swords. I've showed you before, but there's tons of swords in. Kelvin Grove, Art Gallery Museum. Weapons. Oh, this. Weapons. Oh, this. All these weapons. All that. This whole sort of thing. They got every fucking sword, spear, all the rest of it. And they tried to see how many they could stick in Craig before he perished. how many, like, even just the tip of a sword counted. Tip in there. Another one, a sword, a halberd, is it? All these sorts of things, a mace. They managed to get in, they kind of lost count, but it was about 80. It was definitely 80 something before he died. And they were like slapping his face to go like, "Yeah, alive, wake up!" But they felt his pulse. And they pulse there. And then they chopped his head off with one of the big axes and kicked it right out the front door. And I'd like to say that they're on jail right now. PlayStations or no, but they're no. They were never caught. Because they didn't put on the security cameras because the whole place was shut because of coronavirus. It's no point in fucking filming the place when nobody's actually coming in. So they didn't cutbacks, no security. It's a true story. At the end, by the way. That's a true story. This happened 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you saw. This happened 2 weeks ago. Sorry if it's not that funny or anything. This is a true story. It happened 2 weeks ago. How do I know? 1 out of 10. There's quite a few 1 out of 10s. I'm so sorry. So sorry. It's a wee bit insensitive to you, Mark. Out of 10, the fucking guy who's lost his fucking life. Guy lost his fucking life. 1 out of 10. See, the ostrich. I had broken in that night, me. I actually broke in that night before the wee guys turned up. And I hid inside the ostrich. And then one of the wee bastards gets inside the ostrich and all, and he didn't even fucking notice me the whole time. So I heard a lot, I watched a lot. You know what the funny thing is? I got fucking done for it. I got done for it. Because I went to the fucking station. Sorry about that. I went to the station. I said, I'd like to confess a crime I broke in. But it's to report a bigger crime that happened. I'm trying to do the right thing here. I got fucking done for it. The lot of it. So, but they didn't put me in jail. I'm under house arrest. I'm not allowed to leave the house. I've got a tag on. And I got a PS5 and Grand Theft Auto 6. Which is kind of standard now for prisoners. Grand Theft Auto 6 for testing. Q&A. QA, I mean. That's me back, Ken. Thanks to 2 and a bits. Summer holidays. West Highland Way with Dan. Some great fun. It was a classic, that, wasn't it? Felly Smart Flapjack. Chaggy. Grooty Mama, thanks to subs. Love the variety and randomness of the stream. Thanks. You're welcome. Mather, thanks for the sub. Who wants to go into space? Now, I've been thinking about Kerbal Space Programme, and I was thinking about last night maybe off stream doing the wee tutorial again, you know, the wee bit that I fucked up. And I thought, no, this only happens on the stream. Only happens on the stream. You fucked it up. But I'm going to take my chances, everybody, and I'm no got, haha, he'll hate Kerbal. I was fucking playing it yesterday and I liked it. I'm going to do it on the stream, right? Graham says, boring game. Well, why don't you bore off? And let me say something right now. None of the rest of yous, don't think to yourself, oh good, I'll get some attention for the big man if I just say this game's boring. He'll say, you're boring, and then I'll be able to clip that and show it to my pals. No, you'll get fucking banned. If you don't like it, go somewhere else for a while. Don't just moan in my chat. Rendor, thanks for the sub. Davidson, thanks for the sub. What's the story behind that Fanny Wire sketch? Oh, my pal, when I was about 12, introduced me. He says, do this. And he said that's what it feels like. Let's not talk about it. Don't want everything getting all sexual in here, thanks. Rendor and Tom Nil, thanks for 200 bits. And subs. Thank you very much. Generox, thanks for the sub. Right, here we go. Here we go. This isn't Twitter. That's right. The sexual stuff is for Twitter. My Twitter. What's this? Right. Start game. Right, I'm a wee bit. There we go. So I thought, right, should I do that one that I fucked up again? I thought, no, I did it enough. I was meant to, at that point, I think, switch off the engine, which would be X, or the thrusters X. So just leave it, move on. Hold on, turn it down a wee bit. Sexual stuff, you heard me. Snazzy, thanks for the sub. Right, so go for orbit. You were meant to do an orbit burn, but you exploded. Right, well, I don't really... maybe should I do it? Should I do that again? I think just move on. What do you think? It was too long. The whole thing will be long. You've done it. Let me just practice it again, right? Right, let me just do it again and no fuck up this time. It should be quicker, right? I don't need to read everything as much. Right. Set your throttle to the max, which is Z. Right, there we go. Ready to launch, go for orbit, and also T, and do that on the target, and away we fucking go. Ready to start pitching down once you reach 60. Alright, and I'll take. Right, that's doing it by itself. So this is doing it by itself, right? You know, I'm doing the tracking thing that it's following the target. Right. Let's look at the map. Thing. There we are. Right. There we go. Right. Almost out of fuel. Right. Right. Okie dokie. 45 degrees by 10k. Oh, you know that? 45 degrees? Right, I see 35 by 10k. Is it fucking 18 and it's hitting... What's that there anyway? That one there. Keep following the target indicator. So I'm not actually doing anything. So Z is full, X is off. The SRBs are away, I can't even remember what the fuck they are. Oh! Right. Stage to ignite, the upper stage into... Right, do it now. Excellent, you've survived through the first phase of launch, and now we have a longer, more gentle burn to accelerate towards apoapsis. How'd you say that? So there we go, we're heading towards... That's the projected... apoapsis. Oh, really? Right. Brian, thanks for 300 bits. Happy birthday to your brother Bryce. 26 years of age today. Live! Uncle Muscles, thanks for 300 bits. Danny Gwyn, Ruchtel, Bosky, thanks for the subs. Good morning. Oh shit, right? You'll be able to estimated highest altitude on our future path. Right click on that marker to pin it so that it remains visible even when you move your mouse away. Right, so if I was to do that, and then get rid of it. Right, I see. Right, aye. Right. Alright. What's that? Keep burning along that path until we will clear the atmosphere by a handy margin. We'll aim for 80 kilometres. Cut the engine, which will be X, once the apoapsis hits 80, right? Right. It'll cut for you once it passes. Wait a minute. Cut the engine. It'll cut it for you. Oh! It cut it. It's done it for me. It just did it for me. Meanwhile, right, so we're going to coast until we get to 70 kilometres. Right. And then next is what's that? Liquid fuel. And then detach. I can't remember what the fuck I'm meant to be. Then? Right, so it's going to come to this. Now, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. So it says it'll cut the engine. But I thought it is cut. Wait a minute, I'm fucking dropping. I'm dropping. No. That apoapsis is decreasing. It cut it when it was doing it, aye, so now it looks like, aye, right. So if I was to go there, it looks like it's gradually going to come down, but I won't come down because I'm going up gradually higher. And then once I get to 70, I should be in orbit. Is that right? I'm not going to fuck it up. Get that fucking finger away from space. Right? Right, so it's going to head up. So it's just going to gradually go along. Enigma Troy, thanks to the sub. It is something a bit different. Right, if I just do that. Right, so what's that? So that's barely changing. That apoapsis. T-3 minutes. What's that? Now that we're clear of the atmosphere, we can warp ahead through time to get to the apoapsis more quickly. Important rocket scientists of time to waste. Press next when you're ready. Alright. Right, so it's warping time. Right, stop. This is the bit. This is the bit here. Orient your vessel. We're almost there. Now all we need to do is accelerate some more so that we fall past Kerbal. That's basically what an orbit is, falling and missing. Still don't quite get that. I need to get my header in that. Gravity will be pulling us towards the centre of Kerbal, but we'll be travelling so fast that we constantly miss. So is it kind of like you're going so fast that you're almost ready to just leave Earth because you're whizzing off it, but the gravity's pulling you down? So, I mean, imagine there's Earth, right? And imagine you're fucking going round and around it. Usually what would happen if you kind of get let go of something, right? If something spinning like that, you let go, it goes fucking whizzing off. And gravity is sort of holding you on, but you're also going that fast that you're pulling away. And they're sort of like 50-50. Is it kind of like that? Right. We'll be talking, right. Rotate your craft to align it with the prograde marker. We'll learn more about that later. No, we'll learn about that fucking now, mate. Or use SAS's manoeuvre mode. When it's time to throttle up, I'll tell you. No, 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 no. We're going to learn that fucking now. Now, first of all, if I rotate the craft to align it with the prograde marker, first of all, what is the prograde? What's that? Prograde is along the line of the orbit. It is along the line of it. The direction your orbit is. So basically, facing in the direction that I'm orbiting, and also that, you know, going forward, not just the general fucking circle backwards or forwards, but actually facing towards that direction. Right. You want more speed to keep missing, right? Prograde is when you're looking at where you're about to be. And retrograde is the opposite. You're looking away from where it is you're heading. Is that right? Right? Prograde is the direction you are going. It's yellow, it's green and yellow circle with 3 stick out bits at right angles. This here, that there, that down there. Come on, you, it's not rocket science. Like it, like it. Hot pipe, thanks for the sub. Manoeuvre mode. Well, rotate your craft. Now this is where I could fuck up. I'm gonna like, if I start using the keys, because I can't quite remember. WS is like pitch up and down. A and D is that other thing. And Q and E is that other thing. Pitch, yaw, and well, the fuck, I can't remember. Roll. So I don't want to press the wrong button. If I press the wrong button here, I fuck up the entire thing, maybe. So I'm not quite sure if I press any key, if that's going to tilt me towards where it is. So I'm going to resume, and I'm going to go to manoeuvre. Which I think is that, right? Right. So. Right. So that's me pointing towards. Right. When it's time to throttle up, I'll tell you. Aye, so we're going to head in that direction. Right. Right. Because if I was actually pointing up the way, I'd be heading further out into fucking space. So that's me slowly. Now, why is it taking? That's no slower turning. It is turned out that. Right. Now, if I was to just do a wee tweak. Right, that's what I don't want. Right, I don't want that. Right. Let me see that. Let me see that. I see. Right, aye, right. And where's the wee window? Is it the top there? Is that it there? Can I quite see? It's dark in space. I think this is me, like the window's at the top there. Is that it there? It is. Right, so if I go up and down, I get it. Oh. No, we're alright. Let's take the throttle up, so that will be Z. I was still. Throttle up! Right. I'm officially in orbit! Quite the achievement. Hopefully you can see the difference between the suborbital hop and this reaching orbit ascent. Just how far and early we've turned. Also notice we designed a rocket to accelerate reasonably through the ascent. It didn't go straight to ludicrous speed. Overpowering the ship is a common rookie mistake. Right, there we go. There it is. That's it. Look at that. Look. Perlapsis. There it is. That's the projected fucking place where I'll be In other words, I will never, almost never. Right, what's this then? That's as far as I'll be taking you today. Well, I don't want to die in space. If you want to fly solo for a bit, you can also try bringing Valentina home. From this tutorial flight, you will need to turn around 180 degrees and burn retrograde until your parallaxis is less than 20 kilometers, at which height the atmosphere will do most of the braking for you. Stage away the upper stage when you hit the atmosphere's edge. Orient retrograde and re-enter like a orient so face away. Re-enter like I taught you, or simply choose end scenario. Right, so what I want to do then is by facing burn retrograde, right? That will slow me down, so it'll no longer be so fast that I just keep missing the fucking planet. And I'll start falling. And then when the parallaxis, what is that then? What's parallaxis? What does that mean? Use the ball. Opposite of the lowest point. Oh, that's the highest point, that's the lowest point. Right, so when that gets to below 20, then... Right. Let you... Alright. Turn 120. So, one way to do that is then... Well, the way to do that is... So, do you think I should try it? Try it manually? Right, here we go. Where the fuck am I? There we are. Right. So I'm just gonna turn this. I'm just gonna turn it a wee bit. I did. Where's the fucking planet? Where's the planet? It's there. Ah, right. So that's the windy there. I'm heading away from... Right, I see. Right, so... Then, if I can't see how much I'm turning it away. What's that? What's that there? What's the blue? Turn that off, right? Radio out. Right. How do I know that I'm facing retrograde? I'm facing the opposite direction. How do I know that? I mean, look at it. The nav ball, yellow on it. Is that it there? That one there? That's me facing the opposite. Aye, because that's me facing practical upside down, because that's it there. Right, I see. Alright. Right. So if I then if I do that, come out. Right, if you go to get you to 20, and let me just check again. In fact, I should be able to, without even needing to look at that, I should be able to do that then. Right. I should be able to do that, and then... show me that number. Show me the fucking number. Show me the fucking number, please. The fucking number! Where is it? Fucking bastard! Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Where did it go? Up in space! Okay, so Odd Boss, thanks for the sub. It's very good. It's very good. Ludicrous Bambino, thanks for £3. Brain, you said you don't really feel emotions because of upbringing. True? No, that's not true at all. How you make it work with family? Why do you think you're like that? Thanks for the stream. Great partners. Good man. Love show. Etc. No. I don't. I do feel emotions. No, I'm very fucking emotional with certain things, with various things. Very get really emotional with certain things. Certain things get really fucking choke me up and all that, and all the rest of it. There's just other things that maybe meant to feel a way towards and I don't. And there's other things that I kind of care about that I feel sympathy for, or my heart sort of fucking breaks for something that somebody who might say to me that I don't have any feelings doesn't actually give a fuck about that. I've noticed that there's people who I would regard as borderline fucking psychopaths, the people you see in the street that don't fucking say thanks when you open the door hold the door open for them. No, I'm not like this. I don't feel anything. Oh look, somebody just got knocked down in front of me. No, I'm not like that. Wincina, thanks for the sub. Oh, and very emotional and passionate about Spacebar. Yeah. Thank you. Why are you so popular, says Lidders. I don't know. If I knew I would bottle it up and sell it. Right, look, I did it. So, my problem there was, I went to do it manually, which would have been alright. But I was looking for the fucking, the thingy highest bit, but the lowest bit, and it just sort of vanished. You know, I was looking to see it, below 20. Maybe it's because I fucking maxed it, I don't know. It got too small for you to see. Why is it so small? Why is it not just pointing at the ground? Why isn't it just got like that? There, you're going to end up on the fucking ground. Did you see it? The periaps was in the earth. Oh, right, so it doesn't work out. Right, so it doesn't work out that you will not be travelling to within the centre of the planet. Right. You had no orbit, you were on a one-way trip to Groundsville. Aye, so it should have just bumped it up with shift. Just bumped it up a wee bit, put it back down, bumped it up with shift, maybe a wee bit down. With the throttle. Right, alright then. I would have got that. Right, orbiting 101. This training scenario covers the basics of flying a spacecraft in orbit. Essential manoeuvres like raising and lowering apoapsis and periapsis nodes. And also important concepts such as the terms apoapsis and periapsis mean. You'll start off in a low circular orbit around Kerbal with the Orbiter 1 training craft ready to go. Let's fucking go. Let's learn a lot. Alright. Oh, I've got 3. Hello. Hello there. Ekid. There we are. We're in orbit. There we are. There we go. Let's have a wee look at this. Look at that. There you are. Okay. Don't hit space. Orbiting is really nothing more than free falling. It really is. The only thing is that as you fall, you're moving so fast forward that you actually miss the ground. Because up here, there is no atmosphere to slow you down at this height. you will continue to free fall endlessly around the planet without having to use your engines. We are currently on a low, almost circular orbit around Kerbin. To get a better view of your situation, press M. Here we are. Here it is. Good. Let's get practical. I trust you already know your basic spacecraft controls. Yeah, but I know a bit of this, bit of that. Yeah. Up here, oh, so that'll be to the side. The wee window is there. So it's kinda... Oh, wait. How many windows is there? Multiple. Right, so it's kind of at this... So this is the... Aye, so that's... This is from the point of view of that, whoever's there. This is the top. The ground's on the left. That's right. Here, this is a wee bit out. No, I'm just pointing it that way. I'm just pointing. I'm not actually thrusting it that way, so it's fine. Up here, they're very much the same, except that the lack of an atmosphere makes the ship behave quite a bit differently. Because there's no drag slowing you down, for every input you apply, you'll have to apply an opposite one to come to a stop again. I'm going to remotely nudge your attitude controls a little. Try to get... Wait a minute! Hey! Whoa! I'm going to remotely nudge your attitude controls a little. Try to get the ship back under control afterwards. Thank you very much for waiting until I fucking read it. Colonel Schlong, thanks for £3. I'm going to have a good one. Thank you very much. So, I don't know if you've noticed. Thank you for reading so far. But I don't know if you've noticed, but I've actually fucked things up for you. Now, you'll find yourself totally out of control. If you find yourself, hit T to toggle the SAS on and it will automatically cancel any remaining rotations. Are you ready? Oh, you're going to do it. Right, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. Right. Alright. Alright, go. Right, go then. Right. Am I doing that? Am I doing that? Am I doing that? Right. It's really hard to tell. Use the fucking nav ball to do it. Right. Of course. Ah, right. Of course. Probably pointing the wrong way. Point out. nicely done. Right. I was going by the Right, I get the idea. Right, that's it. Right. But I'm going another fucking way. Sort of constantly rotating slightly. Anyway, right, that's it. That'll do it. Next. Right. Thanks everybody. If you hold T, it does it for you, right? Alright. There we are. That does it for you. There we are. Okie dokie. Orbit 101 nav ball. Let's have a look at the nav ball now. You've probably seen the symbols on it when you were spinning around. I did notice it, yeah. Prograde and retrograde vectors. They point towards and away from your velocity vector respectively. That is, it points to and away from where you're going. Prograde, retrograde. Prograde. Retrograde's got the wee cross as if that's the... That's no the front. That's no the way you're going. X means it's no the way you're going. Right? Right. Radial in and out vectors, they point towards and away from the currently orbited body. Right, this is the... That's that, and that's out. So, if I was to do... If I was to have a wee look at this... Right. Kind of circle... And the wee lines are going in. And the wee lines are coming out. Easy to tell because there's the fucking sky. Right? Normal and anti-normal vectors. I know all about normals, being a former games developer. I know about normals. I know all about that sort of stuff. You need that for reflections and how things are going to adapt in terms of light, reflect stuff. This is, of course, Flash 4. Normal and anti-normal vectors, they are perpendicular to the orbital plane. They point upwards and downwards with respect to the orbital plane, respectively. So, simple in terms of... So, the fact that I'm orbiting the planet almost perfectly, that means it'll be run about the same, I think. Because the orbit is... I think, is it? No. Oh, perpendicular to it. Right. Aye, so... Ah, right. So I'm going that way. So it's going that way. Upwards and downwards with respect to the orbit. So upwards and downwards, that's fucking hard to say. I mean, if you're going round like that, you're going round something. Right, upwards. Who's to say that's upwards? Is it... Who's to say that's upwards? Right hand thumb. You what? Only God can say. Point your index finger. Prograde. Right, so... Right. Right, so it's gone that way. Like that. Because I'm doing that. Going that way. But what if... What if... Fucking turn. Fucking... Does that not come down? Oh well. Right, I get the idea, right, you get the idea. So that's going around that way, like that. And with my hand towards the thing I'm going around, as opposed to fucking opposite, right? Normal and anti-normal, and that will obviously be done then. Normal, kind of up and down, right? Up and down. Alright. I get it. Now, let's try something a little more involved. Open your map again. What we want to do now is go through some of the basic manoeuvres you'll need to know. Let's try raising your apoapsis first. I know how to do that. There's 2 ways to do that. Right, the best place to raise your apoapsis is at the periapsis. Is at the periapsis node, which is the lowest point in your orbit. If you hover the mouse over the perlapsis, you'll see that we are going to reach it in a few minutes. Once there, we will face prograde and burn. Now, why is that then? Now, why is that? Why would you want to get to the bit that's periapsis? Peri? That's no. Oh, it's peri. Oh, I didn't see. Right, it's an I. So the prolapsis. Right, well, I fucked that up. Have I? No, I've no. Right. Press period to speed up time a little. Well, it's full stop, actually, if you don't mind. William Brazier, thanks for the sub. Monthly reminder, Limmy, that the role of the entertainer and the work you do as that should never be overlooked, undermined and not appreciated. Frontline jester, yes! The entertainer's hardest job in the world. You can never have a day off. Ludicrous Bambino, thanks for £3. They're releasing a Glasgow Cathcart upgrade for Train Sim World 2? Glasgow to Cathcart? That's the train you would get on this Neilston, I'm thinking. Definitely think it would be worth giving it a shot. I don't know. Baked Flakes, thanks for the sub. You really do fuck all in Train Simulator. Right, now, so tell me, why would so you fall further past the earth when you get round the other side? So I'm kind of like, because I'm coming to the kind of, it's almost sort of like tilting up. It's kind of like tilting up, sort of, in a manner of thinking, kind of. It's kind of like, right, no, I'm at the bottom bit. Like, for example, if it was an right, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Right, so I should be doing it there. Alright. Right click that to do it. We'll face prograde and burn. Once there, well, why? We may as well just fucking face it. Prograde right now. Which is that there. May as well face it right now. But I'll speed it up. Okay. Okay, time is, wait a minute, passing 5 minutes faster, so we should be there in a few moments. Well, beyond it now. You can control time up, period, comma. Normal time about a minute before we reach periapsis and start lowering the rate even earlier. Right, outside of training though, you'll have to warp down time to 1 yourself. Don't go too fast so you might miss your mark. You can also click on any given point on your orbit and click the warp here. All good. All good. Right, so... Good, 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 good. Right. You can also click, right, very good, very, very good. Right, you're playing, aren't you? You're gone. Are you moving? Aye. Right, so there. Let's warp to here, thank you. That should it. Press slash to cancel. Alright, in. Bang. Shit. Move that. Right. Warp here. Right. Barrel. Thanks for... Right, and then when we get there, we're going to move prograde and what? How much? I may as well go to prograde just now. No, we'll see. Barrel, thanks for sub. The sun accounts for 99.86 of the mass in our solar system with a mass of around 330,000 times that Earth. Get it fucking shat on. Smee, thanks for the sub. He says, in a yes or no sketch, he says topper. Kind as if he's meaning, like, that was a cracker. I got you there, didn't I? That was brilliant how that ended. There you are. How'd you like that? I think... It's been like... Right. 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 Okie dokie. Good. Time for it to do our burn. Turn the ship to face prograde. Okie dokie. Right. SS is engaged. Stability assistant. What is, isn't it? Is it? Stop. We're now turned prograde. Check SAS is engaged for you to keep her steady. Press the Z key to accelerate at full throttle. Now, what does it mean by that? Does it mean keep this on at prograde, or put on stability assistant? Right, SAS, not SA. Right. Alright. So, facing the direction that I'm heading, but now that I'm boosting me a wee bit, this is going to make this, like, kind of fucking bigger, in a way. Alright. Accelerate. Full throttle. Alright. Let's fucking zoom in. Let's see how this affects things. Bang! Notice how the opposite side of your orbit starts to rise. No, fucking don't. Stop. How do I nudge this whole thing up? I want to put Earth up a bit. Space, fuck off. You can't, right. I just have to sort of rotate it a wee bit, right. Dirty Fisherman, thanks for the sub. You've been a subscriber. We started in the store and now we're in the fucking stars. What a wild fucking ride. Well said, man. Shane Island, Nice J, thanks for subs and bits. Hi, Limmy, please can I join your Discord again? Right. Alright, oh, by the way, I just gonna calm it with that fucking parter, please. And by the way, somebody asked yesterday, oh, can I get unbanned for somewhere? I can't remember, it might have been Discord. They were calling the mods soy boys and all that fucking parter. I don't know if they were hitting it with the triggered and snowflake parter, but it was something like that. I got told about it, because I can't quite remember, I got told, and they were kind of hitting it with something like that on here and all. So, was it mean it's like a kind of the whole thing is what I think it is you've got young men and they want to feel really manly and all that. So by talking about testosterone and the importance of testosterone and how soy milk or something, or soy, I don't know, means you're less a man or something, I'm not quite sure. Basically, it's a way of saying, hello, Bobby. Have you come and interrupt all this the silly talk? Have you? Oh, so sorry. Am I a soy boy? Could I get a pit bull? Am I so? Oh, that's your way. Oh, so sorry. Should I get a Doberman Pinscher and a Rottie? Should I get a Rottie? No, a Cattie? Should I go out and get a dog and set it on people? Would that make me a real man? I don't know anymore. Should I go and get a band dog? Should I go and get one of the band dogs? Like an Argentinian, a Rhodesian Ridgeback? Should I go and get a Tozer? Should I get one of the dogs listed in the Dangerous Dogs Act 1992? No, no. No, no. No, no. Right, hold on. Fine. No. No, no. What you doing biting onto that like a real man? You're violent like a real man. Piddle Snack, it is Rusty, thanks for the subs. Dirty Fisherman, thanks for the sub. A year of being a subscriber, we started in this. Oh, right, thanks again. Thanks for interrupting that, Bobby. Just the right time, right, we're lovely. Notice the opposite side of your orbit start. Right, aye, right. So keep thrusting prograde until your apoapsis altitude reaches about 800. You what? 800 kilometers? Alright. Keep. Right. Alright then. What? Right. Right. Keep thrusting until that and then hit X. Is that getting bigger? It fucking is. Oh, cut it! That wasn't... Right. Right. So now that's going to batter me out there. And so see when that comes round, is that going to end up... Right, hold on. Well done. This is how you raise your apoapsis node. Node, that's the node. With orbital manoeuvres, pretty much everything you do will affect the opposite side of your orbit. So to raise the highest point, you thrust towards... you thrust forward or prograde, at the lowest point. Similarly, to raise your periapsis, you thrust prograde at apoapsis. Wait. Right. To raise the highest point, you'll thrust at the lowest point. To raise your lowest point, you'll thrust at the highest point. Right. I think I get it, because obviously you kind of just see this here. See this here. Well, this, if I was to do nothing for this point on, would this be the orbit all the time? This kind of slightly off orbit? It would, right? Because I thought it would sort of almost, the gravity here or whatever would just go, actually, I'm going to nudge you a wee bit towards here. Because obviously, if you get far out, gravity hasn't got that much of a pull. So I would have thought this would sort of start to bring you in a wee bit and would maybe level itself off, but obviously, no. That's not how gravity works. What do you know about fucking gravity, standard duck? I know everything about gravity. I know the secrets of gravity that they don't tell you. It's like pushing a finger into your bed and then chucking a wee marble around, and the marble goes around it, spirals towards it because you've pressed into it, into the fabric of space, and that's what gravity is. But I know some other secrets. Common misconception. No. The way they describe it, no. That's no right. I'm just using that in human terms, so you can get your head around it. But I know the actual fucking thing about gravity. It is so simple, honestly. See, if I was to tell you, you'd be kicking yourself. But I've worked out gravity. Want me to show you? You watching? You watching? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to drop that, right? Right? So there it is, it's down there, right? Right, it's down there, right? And then I'm watching it going up. And then, look at that. I can make it go around by itself. Oh, aye, magic music. There you are. This one will freak you out. ACJ thinks it's on a bits. Your magic makes me be sick. Gonna have a wee think about that unban. Your magic makes me be sick. James, thanks for the sub. Can you give my cats Florence and Stella a shout out, but tell Stella to get off the clean washing? Stella, do you want to be a wee bit sick? Do a wee poo poo on the clean washing? On you go. Cough up a wee fud ball. Right, so, alright, and so, what? Right, so now, raise your, so go there, and we're on our way, right, so, okay. So we're going to raise that. Okay, we're now on our way to the apoapsis node now. Notice how your ship loses speed as we rise. That's because we're climbing away from the planet, so we lose speed as we go higher. Just like a ball does when thrown in the air. Aye, because it's sort of bringing us. Right. The higher you are, the slower your orbit will be. Aye, because you're going away, and then that sort of, you're almost falling towards Earth like that. So it's like you're up and then down, and then you miss it and you kind of come back out. The higher, the slower your orbit. Notice how the moon's orbital speed is around 450 meters per second. You can see this by hovering over the moon's marker, while yours is far higher. That's because our orbit is so much lower than that of the moon. When we reach apoapsis, we will burn prograde again to raise the periapsis node and circularize our orbit. The moon's orbital speed is around 450 meters per second. You can see this by hovering over it, while yours is far higher. Oh, aye. Aye, of course. I would have thought it would be... Oh, well. Right. What? Hold on. Wrong number. You done scratching me? Right. Right, here we go. Right, so... Well, where is the fucking moon? What? Where's the moon? Are you the moon? There it is. Yep. Right. So, once we get there... You warp into it. Right, fucking slow down. Prograde. And we're gonna Z it again. Right, fucking slow down. Right. Right. And we're going to watch that. We're going to watch this get. Right. Right. Mind that we're probably facing the other way right now, so the prograde marker might not be visible at first, but you can find it easily because it's on the opposite side from the retrograde marker. Once you're facing the right direction, fire up that engine. Alright. Here we go. Right, wrong fucking angle. Put it bastard in there. Right. Right, and till it's nearly circular. Well, I can't fucking see the bastard. I can't see the fucking... That maybe? That looks fairly circular to me. Alright, nicely done. This is how you change the size of your orbit. This manoeuvre should come in handy in many situations. Next we'll look at changing your orbital inclination. Press next to ready to proceed. Alright. Use the numbers to see if it's circular. 795. A wee bit higher. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to proceed now. Bastard. It's forcing me. Right. It's forcing me. Right. Dev and Cov, thanks for the subs. Another month in the pan. Yes, man. Thank you very fucking much. Your orbital inclination. Space Siren, thanks for the sub. Your orbital inclination is the angle between your orbit. Spookies, thank you for the sub. Backseating now, normal. Aye, backseating's alright just now. I'm going to be looking at the chat quite a lot. Until I'm an expert. Bob MacArthur, thanks for the sub. Your orbital inclination is the angle between your orbit and Kerbin's equator. Aye, this... Everything orbits around in the direction of the equator, doesn't it? I mean, it tends to sort of go around that way, does it no? Does it? Nope, no. See things that are in orbit? Are they not all heading in the direction of the rotation of Earth? No. Right, so the rotation of Earth has no bearing on what the satellites do. Simply gravity and nothing else. Some bearing, but like, alright then. I see. It has, but it's very low. I see. Right, I get it. Alright then. Your orbital inclination is the angle between your orbit and Kerbin's equator. Right, so you could be fucking going around that way. If you've managed to maintain a reasonable amount of control so far, we should still be in a nearly zero inclination orbit. But if you're going to run, if you're going to run, imagine directly above the equator, and then imagine there's another one that's sort of going from North Pole to South Pole. Would that not be like fucking, or is it how many degrees? North to south is 90 degrees, right? That would be 90 degrees, right? It should still be at nearly 0 degrees. Aye, in this particular scenario. Only in this scenario. And we just so happen to be going around directly above the equator. Is that right? We just so happen to be going directly above the equator right now. Right, I see. Right. Which is still being in it. Right. That is, even though we've changed the altitude of our orbit, it still has the same inclination as before. Right, aye, so, you know, pointing away, aye, well, yeah. You've simply went a wee bit away from it, but you're still going to that same, right. Change in inclination is done by thrusting at a 90-degree angle to your prograde vector. Going that way. And then you're going that way. So that would be then by, you would then that's when you would use the normal and anti-normal. Is that when you would use the normal and anti-normal then? Right. Change in inclination is done by thrusting at a 90-degree angle. Yeah. So 90 degrees would be probably the normal, minus 90 or maybe 270, depending, would be anti-normal. On our present nearly equatorial orbit, right, prograde is due east. That means to increase our inclination so that our orbit takes us into the higher latitudes, we have to burn towards the normal direction. There we go, right, I'm getting it. Orbit 101, normal vectors. If all that I just said makes your head spin, no at all, mate. No at all. The nav ball once again comes to your rescue. In this case, you will need to use the normal vector to change your orbital inclination. Let's try that now. Turn the ship to the normal vector's direction and open the throttle. Open the throttle! Doesn't necessarily say max it. Right. Am I moving right now? Yeah, right. So right now, I'm at a kind of... Right, anyway. Right, so let's go to the normal first. Which looks like that. Pointing up the way. As you're heading around. Right, and... By the way, what does it look like inside? No, don't press that! That's what I want. Hiya. Right. See. Right, and then go to M. And nudge yourself up very slightly. Just like shifting and control again. Right? Or X even. Bang. Notice as how you burn north, your orbit starts to tilt up. Well, let me see. But the periapsis and apoapsis nodes remain the same. That's because we're accelerating on a completely new direction. So this manoeuvre doesn't add or take away any energy from the orbit as long as we're careful to continue facing normal during the burn. Keep accelerating towards the normal until your inclination is at about 10 degrees. And I will see that... Where? Know this. That won't always be there. Where's the 10 degrees there? Is that it there? That there? HDG. Bottom left. Bottom left. No, you're full of shite there. Go to manoeuvre mode on the bottom left. Manoeuvre mode on the bottom left. Manoeuvre. Manoeuvre. Don't know what you're on about. Far left. Manoeuvre mode. This here. It's not telling me to do that. So that's the only way. I see. Apoapsis, periapsis, period, orbit. So where here would I see how many degrees above the equator? The ball works too. Right, tell me how to do it in the ball. It says on the orbit. I don't know what you mean by that. On the orbit. On the orbit. No, I'm not seeing it. Click on the second tab of the bottom left browser. Second tab, that one there. Advanced orbital info. I see inclination. Is that what it is? Orbit inclination, right? How many degrees? And that is exactly how many degrees in relation to the equator. Equator being 0. And fucking north-south poles being 90. Right? Now instead of looking at that, fuck off. Toggle map. shit, that's not what I want to say. Is it? Is it? No. What's that? Maneuver mode. Right. Display staging. Docking mode. Toggle map. Where here can I see it? Where else can I see it? I mean, I can show it there. You can't. That's the only place you can see it. Only there. Alright, in maneuver mode and advanced orbital info. Arna, thanks for the sub. Thanks to tier 2 12 month. Thank you very much. Username thanks to 913 sub. Shout out to your very real wife Amber. A very excellent mum, and I want her to know how much I appreciate her hard work and sacrifices. Wherever you fucking go, Amber, I hope that goes some way to make up for this useless bastard. Thor and Bob MacArthur, thanks to the subs. Right, so I can see it. I can see it. Right, we're still heading that way. Well, right. Do I have to... Is that no still moving? How is... Why is there no... Why am I not having to hit the fucking anti-normal and come back the way to stop it? Is it because I'm going so fast in the other direction, that 90 degrees? Why am I not having to... Your autopilot is compensating? Are you sure? Like, so if I was just doing this manually... You can't turn around in space. Dampering thrusters. Is it you don't want to stop it? You're adding velocity on the upward vector. I'm not saying... No. No, what I'm saying is... Like, you know how usually, like, if you go forward, right, that is you kind of gone faster, and you will remain that fast unless you reverse it. It won't change your prograde, retrograde direction since you're firing in a different direction. That fast and that high. You're modifying your orbit. Right, I'll say it again. You're adding velocity in a different direction. You know how there's pretty much or there's no real air resistance or anything like that. There's no friction. So if you start fucking heading for 100 miles an hour to 200 miles an hour in space, you will pretty much remain at 200 miles an hour. Right? Why am I able to move further north or towards the normal, and then when I stop, it stops? Why am I not just constantly fucking heading that way? The angle means nothing to me. Because you stop your engines, you're missing my point. Gravity, don't understand it. You're in orbit, don't know what you mean. Right, let me just see. I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter, but I'm interested in it. I'm currently, after speeding up, I'm now going at this really fast speed all the way around. There is no friction. Right? Constantly going around at a certain velocity. Right? Constantly going around. Right? Speed, not velocity. I thought it was the same. Alright then. Speed. If I was to slow down, I would then be at that constant speed. Right? Because there's nothing to slow me down. Is that not the case? I mean, that is what I've been doing. That is how I've been fucking changing the apoapsis and the fucking periapsis. That's how I've been doing it. So and currently I have no speed north or south, if you know what I mean. I've got no speed in terms of normal or anti-normal, right? Timeout beanbag for 24 hours, please, for saying this game is boring. Right? Come back tomorrow. I might be playing a different game tomorrow, like Call of Duty. Right, so how come if I was to speed up in this direction, the prograde, or slow myself down retrograde, I would... Right, if I was to speed up, right, if I was to speed up, what I'm saying is, I'm currently going at no speed towards the normal. I'm not going like at any speed north. How come if I start going at, say, if I put the boosters on or whatever, and put myself at 10 meters per second towards the normal, how come when I let go of that button, when I switch that off, I don't remain at 10 meters per second? You do. Then why is this not constantly moving? Why is the angle, the inclination at 0.2? Why is the inclination though slowly increasing constantly? There. You're saying it is. You're telling me that I pressed the thrust button just a few times, did not slow myself down enough to get me up to 0.2. I haven't looked at that, touched that for about 3 fucking minutes, and it hasn't changed. And you're saying, no, you're still moving towards the normal. I went from 0 inclination to 0.2. Now, here's what I want to hear. Here's what it would make sense. Let me see when you do that sort of boost thing. When you put the thrusters on to change your angle. Because you've got the SAS on, once you let go of the thrusters, it automatically compensates by boosting in the opposite direction to stop that. That would make sense. But people literally did say that. They did say that, but other people said that is not the case. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? It's a very big circle, so it's not going up fast. Dan the noob. Look, if I'm... Somebody must know. Somebody must know what I'm saying. Somebody must know. There must be. I know there's a lot of people who are just coming out a lot of shit for part, but I don't think anybody... Upward speed changes to inclination. Now, see if inclination, the inclination angle is a constant. Is the inclination a constant angle that I'm perpetually moving by? Like, so see that 0.2? Is that 0.2 like fucking per second? Am I just constantly... Is the orbit constantly going to go like that? Am I eventually going to be north and south? And beyond? No. So, can any one of you explain to me how I used the thrusters to move the inclination in my orbit, and then when I let go of the thrusters, it went, oh, right, okay, I'll just stop there. Why is it in space? No, just go like that. You know, constantly moving me out. Ganti says, I'll tell you, Ganti. Could you tell me, please? Frog thinks the 200 bits. When you burn to the normal, you're not adding enough velocity to overcome Kerbin's sphere of influence. You need to escape velocity to fly away forever. Are you telling me that the speed that I'm heading in my orbit is having an almost gyroscopic effect? Inclination is how twisted your orbit is. What do you mean by that exactly? The new 10 metres per second normal velocity. Everybody else, Ganti, said that that is not true. Twisted means to the side. There's me going, I'll say it one more time, right? And by that I mean 10 times. Does anybody know? Ganti, right, look. There's the planet, right? And there's me going round the equator, let's say, right? And I've pressed the thrusters to nudge me towards the normal a bit. So the inclination is twisted relative to the equator. It still doesn't answer my question, right? So I'm going like that, right? And I've nudged me towards the normal a bit, which I'm assuming that instead of going like that, I now go slightly like that. Slightly. Right? So far, so good. I'm currently, and see the angle. If it was going around the equator, the inclination would be 0. That's true. Right. If the angle was like just 0.2 of a degree constantly, that's the inclination. 0.2 constantly. Doesn't it continually like start to move and move and move? It's constant. It's not constant though. Well, somebody else says yes. Lots more people say yes. So right. So it's constant. So it doesn't mean it's not like, say, speed. Well, it will change things gradually. The inclination is just like the angle you are currently at, with round the equator being 0, round the north and south poles being 90. That's all it means. Right? Right, good. How come I used the thrusters to get me into that position? Right? So I've moved me towards the normal. Then I've took the thrusters off. Why isn't it going? I'm just going to keep on going. Why is that? The angle only changes when you fire the thrust. Why is that? Why is it when I stop the thrust, you need to counteract the angle? That's not answering my question. There's no force to continue it. But is there no? I've thrusted towards the normal. So, and then I've let go. Why is it not just gone like that? You're in space. There's no friction. We're just going to keep fucking heading you north. No acceleration, no change. I'm not looking for acceleration, simply speed. Orbit and gravity, bringing me down. Go that way. Gravity's pushing you down. No, I don't get it. I don't get why. No, I'm going to get on with the game, right? But I don't get why I can nudge me up in that direction, right? And have no need to counteract that in order to stop me in that. I'm trying to speak very properly here to really, really fucking articulate my fucking thoughts. I don't get why. Because you're in orbit, and that means what exactly in relation, in the context of what we're talking about? What effect does that have? If you keep nudging up, your orbit will twist more. I know that. What I'm saying is, Ganti, unless you're on the wind-up, is why is it when I use the thrusters to change my orbit, to nudge me further up and increase the inclination, why is it when I take the thrusters off, it doesn't just keep going like that? Instead of friction, it's gravity. But why would gravity? Right, wait a minute. Right, so gravity is quite simply having a frictional effect on me. Gravity is a friction. So, because you're changing a velocity, no resistance. Gant, you're going to get rid of... It's just... Because you're changing your velocity, no resistance. Ganti, it's just rubbish. I mean, you're probably... It's... Bye. Can you believe that Ganti actually started the code that actually made that wee system that what we're seeing him in? Remember he gave me bad advice yesterday? Remember he fucked up the stream yesterday? Abo and Liquid, thanks to subs. Agent, thanks to sub. Frol, thanks to 200 bits. When you burn normal at 10 degrees, halfway point, come back. When you burn normal to add 10 degrees of normal, at the halfway point, you will come back down 10 degrees to reach the same point you started at. When you burn normal to add 10 degrees of normal, at the halfway point, you will come back down 10 degrees to reach the same point that you started at. Sorry, I don't get that. But that's fine. No more. It's alright. It's all that. It's fine. No more. Aldo and Frog, thanks for subs and bits. While you're accelerating prograde, retrograde, your apoapsis and periapsis moves. Once you stop accelerating, it gets locked in and stays there. I know that. While you're accelerating normal, anti-normal, your inclination increases, decreases. I know that. Once you stop accelerating normal, anti-normal, the inclination gets locked in and stays there. I can see that. You've added velocity to change the shape of an orbit in both instances. I know that. If you give a blip of prograde, the apoapsis won't keep going up over time. If you give a blip of prograde, the apoapsis won't keep going up over time. I know that. None of the things explain the question that I asked. They didn't answer it. Not one. It's just no answer. So what I'm imagining is I'm managing to orbit the planet because gravity would normally be bringing me down, and it is trying to bring me down, but I'm going so fast that I keep actually fucking missing. It's almost like I'm ready to fly away into space, but gravity brings me back in. But it doesn't bring me in enough, so it's balanced. It's almost like balanced. There's a nice balance, right? That's why I'm able to kind of stay up. It's going so fucking fast. It's locking in. But with the norm, if I'm going like that around the equator, if I nudge up, user saying that gravity bringing me towards the planet is is slowing that normal speed down. This is totally wrong. Aye, it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound... Why would gravity is acting against? Why would... Think of the Earth like a giant melon, Limmy, but much bigger. Let me on the stage. Gravity doesn't make sense. I don't mind if somebody says, nobody knows, Limmy. It's just the way gravity works. That's fine. Not gravity inertia. Are you sure it isn't a kind of gyroscopic effect? Are you sure it isn't a gyroscopic effect? It's not that. Right. I see. Right. Right, I'm going to have to look it up because there's lots of conflicting stuff. There's people saying yes and no to different things and people typing big things that much. I'm like, yep, I know, but nothing answers the question of why when I head north, if you know what I mean, well, normal, why when I take the thrusters off, it doesn't continually, as well as orbiting, change the inclination constantly in the same way that, do you know what I mean? Nobody's saying, what is stopping? What is the friction? What is acting against it? You're not applying a constant force. I'm not currently applying a constant force right now with my orbit. There is no friction. You're orbiting. I know, but that's because I did apply a force. And there's nothing to stop to get in my way now. Gravity is a constant force. Are you telling me that the thing that is keeping me orbiting right now is gravity? That's what's keeping me orbiting. Right. So, right, I'm starting to get it. That's gravity is keeping me orbiting. So it's not the fact that I reached a certain fucking speed. I mean, it is the fact that I reached a certain speed to begin with. That too. And is the force of gravity constantly bringing me down actually causing me to maintain this speed? But I thought it's because I hit a certain speed. There's nothing in my way, no friction. And that's what's causing me to just constantly fucking move. And gravity, I suppose gravity's bringing me down. Because if I was going at a certain speed, constantly going at that speed, and gravity was always trying to bring me down, then it would eventually fucking bring me down. Even though I'm going dead fast, it would eventually just gradually, but gravity in itself, by trying to bring me down, is actually causing me to speed up, is causing me to maintain the speed. No. Right. No, so that's wrong. That's wrong. Right. You maintain the speed because it's in a vacuum. That's what I thought. I hit, let's say, 100 miles an hour in space. There's nothing to stop me. So I just keep on moving. Keep on moving through space, nothing to stop me. But because I happen to be going near a planet, that way, the gravitational pull is trying to bring me in. And that's what stopped me from flying off. And what's actually stopped me from fucking hitting the ground is I'm going so fast that the gravitational pull can't bring me in quick enough to actually make me hit the fucking ground. So I'm maintaining a kind of wee dance. A 50-50 sort of fucking dance in a sense. I just don't get... me heading north. Why I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. I don't get why me heading towards the normal, that is at right angles to that, if you know what I mean, why when I let go of the thrusters, why it doesn't always just constantly drift. And that is like, maybe, well, why, what is stopping it? You're saying gravity. And can you tell me how gravity that's pulling down this, I'm going that, I want to go that way towards the normal, let's say, right? Why gravity pulling me that way is slowing that down? Is it the speed of me going that way? Prograde that is actually slowing down me going towards the normal. See, that kind of makes sense to me, because I'm thinking in terms of is it kind of like this then? Is it in a sense? Is it in a sense, and this isn't quite right, this isn't quite right. If I was to get a bit of string and a wee fucking thing at the end and spin it around like that, right? This isn't quite right? But you know, obviously, if I was to sort of nudge that up while it's spinning, it's going to come back to where it was. Now, obviously, that's not the same sort of thing. You're actually tilting the whole thing. Is it kind of something like the force of the spinning is, in a way, locking it in? But that's kind of like a fucking... That's kind of like a fucking... Oh shit. Bobby. Excuse me, I just accidentally sort of... Bobby jumped down. I gave a wee nudge, gave a wee clap to go. No, it was an accident. It was an accident. For all things to turn a bits. You might understand it intuitively. If you just burn to the normal and watch what happens, it's the same as burning prograde. And that doesn't help. I'm sorry. No more help, please. Don't chuck me bits. Please don't. Ducky, thanks for the sub. You accelerate due to gravity, which will change your speed. No. EK, thanks for 200 bits. This discussion is fucking instant. Don't worry about it. Progress throttle won't keep. It's definite because you only give it enough energy to get to a new height, and when you reach, you fall back to periapsis. When you burn normal, you add enough velocity to reach a new inclination, and once you reach that, you begin to fall back down to -10. 10? You what? What? So I'm going to come back down to 0? See, I don't like. Stop. Sorry. Thanks. Thank you very much, Magic. If you escaped orbit, you would keep going up. Earth pulls, so +10 equals -10 at opposite. I know what the opposite of +10 would be, but I don't get why that would... Oh, I over the course of the orbit, I know that. I mean, I thought it was a... I'll get it. I'll work out. Mamelia thinks it's 200 bits. Limmy, you're thinking of the ship's relative spin and rotation. Without SAS turned on, rotating or spinning would happen indefinitely. No, I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking about my position, the inclination, angle in relation to the horizon. The equator. I'm not like don't worry, I've got it's fine. But I just keep thinking of this. There you go. Does that help? There we go. There you go. That helps. I just keep thinking of this.
But the first thing I notice about the spinning gyroscope is that it resists attempts to...
I just keep thinking of that.
The force that holds the gyroscope...
I just keep thinking of that.
When the wheel stops, the force disappears and the gyroscope falls.
Nothing like it. All right, then. Right. I'll look it up. I'll try and get my head around it. It takes a while. Gluttonous Goblin and Dom Brock Tutum, thanks to subs and £3. The only explanation is that autopilot compensates. Otherwise, inclination would constantly increase after you speed up in that direction. Well, that's what I'm saying, but they're saying, no, that's not the case. They're saying autopilot does not. That's wrong. There you go, talking shite. Hello, Gamer Limmy, thanks for 200 bits. I can't believe I paid to say this. Imagine the Earth was a completely round sphere and you had a marble travelling at a constant speed and then you nudge it. It would not be going in the position it would be judged constantly if... It would not be going in the position it would be judged constantly if you get what I'm saying. It would change the path though. Probably nudged, you mean there? Nudge? Right. 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 So the marble's gone round. The Earth, the frictionless Earth. Ganty, thanks for £3. Imagine 4 balls on the edge of a cliff. Okay, I see. Thrall, thanks for 200 bits. Thanks again. So, right, I'm going to move on. Please, no more bits, no more tips. Very generous, thank you very much. But no more to explain this. Please, don't waste it. Marble goes like that, around Earth, right, around the equator. And then I decide to nudge it north while it's doing that, right? On a frictionless I would say right. It's gone that way, and then I nudge it that way, and now it's gone up. But I would actually say so that's tilting it. I would actually say that would that actually makes me more confused. It's almost like it's fucking narrowing the fucking orbit, but obviously it wouldn't. It feels to me like the speed of the orbit in itself corrects the speed that you applied, the force that you applied to the normal. That in itself acts as a fucking bratis, and that's no. I'm going to have to look it up. I have to, because actually, see the things you're saying. I would think to myself that if you nudge the fucking marble north slightly while it's going around the equator in a frictionless fucking world, that if you were to say to me, so what would happen is it would go round parallel to the equator, but slightly more north. I'd go, oh aye, that's right. Or you could say, not, wouldn't it? What you would be doing is it would be going that way, but you've actually now changed the angle that way. So now it sort of goes above the equator, and then at the other end it goes down below the equator, and I'd be like, aye. Aye, so it would. Or you could say, not, wouldn't it? You could say, I made that up as well. What actually happens is, because it's frictionless, it goes round like that, right? But see, then when you apply a wee force, just an impulse, just one wee bit of force, and then let go, it will constantly move eastward in that eastward direction, and also constantly move what was north at the time you're hitting it. So it's going to go round like that, and then it's going to go up like that, and it's just going to constantly go round like that. You could say to me each of those three scenarios, and I would go, I can see why that would happen. Do you know what I mean? You're not constantly adding acceleration, but you did at one point add that speed to it in a frictionless fucking environment. Do you know what I mean? Yes, but there's gravity. There's gravity, but what is that got to do with it? Gravity's keeping it on the fucking ground, but this is frictionless. Anyway, I'll get on with it. Right? No acceleration. I'm not talking about acceleration. I'm not talking about speed times fucking speed. Light, thanks for the sub. I'm going to check out video. I will. Father, thanks for £3. My house is on fire. Thank you very much, mate. Right, let's get on with it. Right, so all I need to know so far is that by nudging that, right, is this still gone, by the way? It's still fucking moving all this time. Right. Alright, so here we go. So we're looking at that there, all that there, right? A wee bit there. 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. Oh, 10 degrees. Right, alright then. Right. 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 Oh, fuck! Yep! 10.5. Right. So it was doing that, and now it's doing that. Right. Right, it was doing that, and now it's doing that. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could actually. If I wanted to, I could actually do that. To bring it to 10 point... Well, it's good enough. It's good enough. Get it off. Right, so I'm there, right? Good, this is how you change your orbital inclination. For these manoeuvres, it's always better to do this in the slowest parts of the orbit, which would be apoapsis and no periapsis. Is that right? Right. So you don't have to spend as much delta V to turn your orbit around. What is delta V? Is that? Aye, what is the fuck is this delta V? You're all saying it, delta V this, delta V that. Change in velocity, fuel. Delta V equals fuel. Right. To turn your orbit around. Because... you're not fighting against that fucking... That also means inclination changes on larger orbits, such as we are on now, take less fuel than the same inclination change on a lower orbit. Also keep in mind that changing inclination doesn't necessarily mean accelerating to the north or south. It means accelerating at right angles to your prograde, which on a nearly equatorial orbit also happen to be towards the north. I know. We could be starting at north and we're actually heading south. For the fucking thingy. Next, look into the last essential manoeuvre, lowering our orbit. Fucking easy, man. Mr. Balmer and Duffer, Scrobby Pup thinks the subs. 10 months, not been worth it at all. You've not been worth it. Oh, that's like Oxygen Part 1. Lower periapsis. As you can imagine, lowering your orbit's altitude is very much like raising it, all in reverse. Because there's no air up here, we can use our main engines to decelerate as well as accelerate. Because the ship's orientation will not cause problems with airflow, and flying backwards as easy as flying forwards. Also, since our orbit is nearly circular, we can just turn retrograde and do our burn at any time now. So let's get to it. Turn towards retrograde, the retrograde vector, and start that engine up again. I know what the icon is. It's the wee X meaning no, we're not facing the front, we're facing the back. Right. Retrograde. That's how we look at it. Where are you? There you are. There we are. Okay. And... Right, so... And this is going to lower... So it's circular, so we don't have to really pick which one to go with. So I'm going to do Z and then X. Right. Keep burning retrograde until the periapsis altitude is around 20,000. Right. I'm fucking at the periapsis. Try getting as close as possible this time. If you overshoot and make it too low, turn prograde and accelerate a little to bring it back up. For precision, remember that you can fine tune your throttle using... Yep. What if I get 20,000? Right. Are you fucking sure? 20,000? Alright. It'll move because it's... Aye. Look at that, so it just stops right away. It doesn't change. Yep, I get it. Now, actually... Aye, this is the best place to change that, is it? It is because you're at the slowest here. You're at the slowest here. This is the best... Aye. Right. Can you move your camera a bit? Well, that's the problem with this. I can do that. Right. On you go. Careful. Zoom in, dickhead. That's it, you're now on your way back. So it's going to be all high here, low speed, fucking belting it there. 20,000 metres is low enough to hit the atmosphere, so you're now on a re-entry course to Kerbin. Once we're below 60,000 metres, the atmosphere will start slowing the ship down to the point that it won't have enough velocity to rise back up again. Alright? That's all we need to do for this lesson. You could keep playing, either perform more manoeuvres or ride this path down to landing. You could skip to the next lesson if you do. Go flying. Don't forget to decouple the capsule and deploy the parachute. Maybe I will. Land. I'll do that. Scrobby, thanks for £3 to finish my last piece of uni work today. Thanks for keeping me sane. You're welcome. Funniest cunt alive. No, I'm not. What do you think? Right, let's fucking head to about warp to there. I'm going that way. Right. Here we fucking go, man. I'm gonna fucking skid along fucking Earth at a fucking million mile an hour. See this? Where am I? Can't fucking. How you keeping? Use. All right. Well, just keep fucking going. On you go. Warp to there. Oh, it's 60,000. Well, turn retrograde now. Stop right there. Look at the ship. Oh, I slow myself down a bit so I don't burn like fuck. So I'm currently gone 2,700 meters per second. He is retrograde. Need to decouple. But decouple for what exactly? I mean, what have I actually got attached? These rockets, decouple, and I've got the parachute. The engines. Give me a second. Right. The engines, but would I not want to actually slow myself down a bit here using the engines? No. They'll explode. They'll blow up if I use them. Right, so what can I use? Just basically, you're no moving now. You can forget about orientating yourself. Turn prograde. No, I don't think I meant to do that. Prograde first and then touch. Aye, so it's behind me. Right. Right. Are you sure? Nope. Alright. So I was given bad information. Okay. Decouple will be fine. Stay retrograde. Right. And why would I want to decouple the fucking rockets in front of me? I suppose they're all going at the same speed. Now, why retrograde and not prograde? Why? They'll explode. Why? Why putting the rockets behind me? Why would that cause them to explode? Because heat. Why? I mean, they're currently fucking like that. Heat shield. Retrograde equals more drag, and that's good. I see. Right, of course. So, when should I fucking jettison them? Right now? Now. Right. Retrograde. Right. Fucking bye. Space! I'm not. No. Don't warp. Don't warp. No. Bang. Bye. Oh well. Down we go. Away they go. Bye. There it is. And I'm landing fucking where? Right onto the planet. What was that? Everything alright? Do not hit that fucking space. Well, I don't, it says that. I think that means you can't. I think that means you can't. Is that right? Or it means you can, but it's risky. What does that icon mean? Red. Right, it was slowing down. Yep. Slowing down. Don't open it until, right, when you get to 10 kilometers, press space. 10? I don't think it's 10. Is it 10? I don't think it's 10 at all. I don't think so. I think that's open when green. Really? It's no 2K. It arms at about 8K. Does it not arm at 8K? You can do it now. You might smash into a 2K mountain. Ah, of course. Alright, so when should I do this? Just date now, right arm. Just date now? Date now? Right, date now? Yeah. So that's the first kind of stage. There we are. And then it will automatically do it at 2,000 meters. But should I could press space at any time though to do it myself, is that right? No, that's not true. Right. So how, right? So if this automatically opens at 2,000, what is to stop it from crashing into a 2,000 metre high mountain? If I can't manually override it. What's to stop it doing that? Nothing. Parachute doesn't auto. Well, it does. It says it goes to this stage and then it goes to the big spread out. But it'll open at 4K instead. Are you sure? It takes the ground height. Are you sure? I thought it said sea level. Oh well, right, alright then. I see 2,000. Where are you? Where are you? That's it. Right, go land. Right, slow descent, and I can go. Right, forget about that. You can't see a fucking thing. Speed up, speed up. Using physics warp can affect the structural stability of the. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Physics warp? I'm not looking at the. What's physics warp? The fuck's physics warp? Time warp? Wait a minute. How is me speeding the game forward, the game, no reality, no the game's reality, but the game as a player, how can I affect the structural integrity of the fucking ship just simply by bugs? Ah, right. I get it. I get it. Because you're leaping forward, you're not letting it do all its accurate calculations and it can just suddenly fucking crack against something. Right. Alright. Forward. Keep fucking going. That's it. Go. Faster than that. Oh! Sorry. How'd you get them out again? How'd you get them out? I want them out. Eva, that's right. And what's that again? Press the pictures. Oh, that's right. Get out! Cannot even the scenario. You fucking better. Get out! It's gonna blow! Alright. Right. Escape. End scenario. Yes. So we're getting there. That there looks very much like this is the continents of... Wait a fucking minute. That's like Africa. That's like Thailand and Malaysia and all that. Is this meant to look a bit like... This is Europe-y. Looks more like the Iberian Peninsula. Lee Campbell, Milky Mick Mick, and Zekbo, thanks to 200 bits. And subs. Where cat's right, it's sitting here between my legs here. Sleeping. It. Can't believe I'm still saying it. I normally say she, and sometimes I say it. Where cat? It was a cat. Say Bobby. She's just sitting there. She's sitting there with a wee pop like that, sleeping, isn't she? Bird Judd and Mr. Whitmore, Savage Shadow, Lee Campbell. Sky High, thanks to subs. Ever considered you may be the reincarnation of Jesus? Let's cut out the middle, man. God. I have a feeling that when I die, yous die. Lethal Farmer, Tony Karate, up, down, left, right, thanks to subs and bits. In space, your hairline wouldn't be receding because there's no up or down. But you do see run planets. You do see run the edge of a planet. Training. Science basics. Oh, please. Oh, I'm nearly at the fucking end. No, I'm not. But halfway through. Right. Hello and welcome to today's lecture on the Kerbal scientific method. I am Werner von Kernman. This tutorial doesn't really require any previous knowledge, but in order to gather science points, you will have to acquaint yourself with almost every aspect of the game. We're now at the Kerbal Space Centre for a tour. See the basic... Yeah. Right. Should I look at this? Zalford Cake says, this is some class here. This is fucking class in a glass. Oh. You know enough. Well, I'll have a glance at it. Unless it get these... No, I'm doing fucking tutorials. Because I don't want to be like, oh, am I meant to know that? Am I meant to know that? And you're like, well, you would have actually learned that in the tutorial. Class in a glass. What was it again? Skull? Or was it... Was it that?
That's it. Where I was born and raised. Well, you didn't go hungry then, did you?
Oh, this is, by the way, it's funny you saying that, Zalford Cakes, because this is like me and you. This is like, now I know exactly where that is, by the way. This is the thingy building where M8 Media was, where the editing place for Limmy show was, I think. That's, I think that's what that is. That's, you know, like to your right here is like fucking the Odeon and all the rest of it, where I was going to take you off for the premiere before it all fell through because of coronavirus. Bear Judd and Mr. Whitmore, thanks for the subs. But this here, I remember these adverts. This is actually me and Zaffa Cakes. So he's this fucking Londoner coming up, and I'm showing him around pure hard fucking Scotland.
That's it. Where I was born and raised.
That was us at the Fringe.
Well, you didn't go along with them, did you? Now I'm going to show you where I did my courting. Who says romance is dead? This is where I had my first taste of the finer side of life. McEwen's Expo. Has this place changed much? Aye. These days they're letting anybody in. McEwen's Expo.
Got him there.
In a glass.
Got him there, man.
Anybody in. Aye. These days they're letting anybody in. McEwen's Expo. In a glass.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Is that it? Is that the advert? What was the whole fucking story? What is the whole... McEwen's export advert. Fucking pish. Aye, right, so here... So this is the beginning of the advert series. Just out of jail, man. No, he's out. He's out. He's not just out the jail, he's out.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, you could say that.
You lost weight.
Well, you know what these health farms are like?
Get it.
Where's that? Wait. Is that... I know where that is. Is this where the car park is? And we're facing north right now. The Clyde is behind us. Is the St Enoch Centre to the left? And that's like Argyle Street there. The birds are coming for the game, right? It fucking is. See, tonight we're going to party like it's 1999. Do you know where I was in Hogmanay 1999? No, this fucking car park, but the car park just to the left. I think that's what it was, that one or that one. It was fucking shite. And 10 minutes to the bells, I fucking lost every cunt. Maybe even... I know I'm telling every cunt. You fucking hear the song 1999 about 1983 or 4 or whatever it is. And you're like, oh, imagine it. What's it going to be like, man? It's going to be mental. It's going to be fucking mad, man. It's going to be fucking brilliant. Fucking shite.
This is all very nice. Yeah. Yeah, that used to be my old local.
Looks much better.
That's a fucking Glasgow banter for you though, isn't it? Looks much better. Wrecked. Demolished. That's how bad it was. Let's hear that again.
Looks much better.
You. That was my local I was talking about there. That's my favourite pub. You going to say that? What is it with you jocks? God's sake, so miserable.
Come on. Let's celebrate your return to society.
Champers?
Oh no. I'm talking real class. McEwen's Expo.
Yes!
Some things don't change.
You must be joking. This is the first drink you've ever bought me.
McEwen's Expo. in a glass.
Fucking jocks, man.
Don't
Do you know just fucking hate them? Miserable, miserly bastards, man.
You must be joking. This is the first drink you've ever bought me.
McEwen's export. It's class.
How much she just fucking hates Scottish people, man. Yo, wait a minute, where's that?
You must be joking.
That in the background there, that looks to me like Anderson. Is that Anderson? That's Anderson, isn't it? Look in the background there.
You've ever bought me.
McEwen's export.
Joking. This is the first drink.
That in the background. Is it Anderston or Anderson? Anderston. No, no that. No that. No that there. That there. Them there. I think. They've been done up a wee bit. They've been kind of had the stuff at the front. It's there, isn't it? Not there. Anyway. Right, here we go now. The birds are loud. Right, so is this just science stuff that I don't really need to know? The large complex nearest to you is the Research and Development Centre. Right. This is where you will make use of the science points. Right. No, I don't need to know that just yet. I don't need to know this, don't I know? This is a tutorial. I don't need to know a skill tree. I don't need to know this. Sorta. Maybe later. It just unlocks. It's just this is... I don't... You do for careers, for the campaign. I don't need to know this. Basic rocketry. Engineering 101. Aviation. I feel like in career mode. But I'll do that. Very good. What you see in the middle of the graph paper background is the tech tree. Research, yep, all that. I'm not a scientist yet. Next. Typical career. Few parts. You have to earn the rest. You've given me some data units to go and unlock stuff. What do you think at this point? Select any of it. Do you really think... What do you think? Learn by doing. I don't think this is one of the things I can just sort of like maybe check it out later. Science points get tracked. Select any of the available greyed out nodes and click on the blue research button. So is that grey? Basic rocketry. That. Research for 5 points. And how many have I got so far? Up there, 5, right? There you go. I've got some bits and pieces. Right, so now some new nodes that are available. Don't know what to pick. Select a node at any time. Information. Next. How to get more science. A date by doing more things. Gathering crew reports from regions. Kerbal's visit. Oh, I see. Mystery goo stuff and all that. I don't know. I mean, am I going to be doing that first? Or it's important, right? Probably think to yourself, right? You can get more by doing gathering crew reports, contracts, collecting samples. That'll get me my points to level up. Most of these actions are performed through context menus, which are displayed when you right-click on various parts and sometimes on Kerbals. Just keep in mind that your mission needs to transmit the results or survive a physical return to Kerbin in order for the raw data to be processed. All of these activities I mentioned, tracked in the record for future reference, access them by the yellow button at the top left. Archives. Right. There we go. Recovery of a vessel. That's it. The first and most important thing, rugged looks this fellow in charge. Yeah. What I've already done. How much science it earned me. Right. who, right? If you repeat the same experiment multiple times, its scientific value diminishes because you already knew part of the answer. Mind you, as a result, you will receive less science each time you repeat an action until you get practically nothing, right? Okay. Another outstanding feature of the archives is that you can check which celestial bodies you have already visited and conducted experiments on. The sun. Right. Oh, look at that, it turns. You can do so by clicking on the icon corresponding. Let's check out the sun. Fuck all. That. What about Kerbin itself? That. Oh, Kerbin, then you can see the moon. Right. For now, only see the records of the research I gave you. Right. Conclusion, that covers the basics of science. Curiosity, experiment. Try the other tutorials. Must continue my research. Alright, leave. That's it? That's it? Right. Pause menu. Well, Fentanio, thanks for the sub. Was that it? Right, here we fucking go then. To the Moon Part 1. This tutorial will introduce you to the flight. I might keep biting inside of my fucking lip. To flights outside of Kerbin's sphere of influence at the most basic level, flying to the moon. Welcome to the first in a series of lessons designed to prepare you for flight in and around Kerbin's local system. Do it yourself. I'm doing the fucking tutorials, arseholes. Do it yourself in Korea. I don't know how to get out of one place and go to another. You're not fucking this up for me, right? You're not fucking it up for me. This cost me 30 fucking quid. Tutorial is destroying experience. No, it's fucking no. Fuck off. I've been inspired by right. I've been inspired by that famous work of Jules Kerman, From Kerbin to the Moon. We'll take a leak. In our first lesson, we will be starting from LKO, low Kerbin orbit, and travelling to the moon, ending in low Mooner orbit. I'm going to assume you've completed the flight tutorials. I have. I'm ready to go. Next. Transfer orbits. Limmy, just do it yourself. It's easy. Transferring orbits for fucking Kerbal to the moon. Just do it yourself and we will have a wee chuckle at you getting pissed off and then you'll bin the fucking game. Because you're bored. Because you don't know what you're doing. Yous don't know what yous want. Aye, it's kind of funny to see me pissed off and all that, but no, like, clueless and frustrated and, like, deflated. Because I've just been the fucking game. I want a bit of challenge. Like, see, like Dark Souls. It's good seeing somebody going up against bosses and maybe losing and losing and losing. What isn't good is when a person doesn't know what the fucking buttons are. And just like that, getting killed every time like that. This is shite. An important part of flights between celestial objects is a transfer orbit, which basically means an orbit used to change between two orbits. In our case, the periapsis of our orbit will be very near to Kerbin, and the apoapsis will extend to just beyond the moon's orbit. Interplanetary trajectories are much the same but on a much larger scale. Now, press the M key and go into the map view so we can get an overview. This is exciting stuff. Right, there we are. And there's the fucking moon. There we go. We're going to go for here. To fucking there. To perform a successful transfer, you'll need to arrange for your ship and the target to arrive at the same place at the same time. If you really know what you're doing, you can calculate your own transfer orbit on the fly, or you could try eyeballing it. However, it's much easier to use maneuver nodes, so let's do that now. Click anywhere on your orbit, then click Add Maneuver. Do note that when playing a career mode game, maneuver nodes will not be immediately available. You will have some facility upgrading to do before you can have access to them. Alright. Maneuver is down there. Nope, that's not what you're doing. You're clicking on your orbit, then you're clicking Add Maneuver. Right, so I'm there. Click anywhere in the orbit. Wait a minute, is that? I'm heading that way. So let's say I go there. Add Maneuver, right? Maneuver nodes let you plan orbital... Let me click there, hold on. Maneuver nodes let you plan orbital manoeuvres ahead of time, and most importantly, you can do so without wasting precious propellant. As you can see, maneuver nodes have 6 handles. The green ones are prograde and retrograde. The purple ones are normal and anti-normal. And the blue ones are radial in and radial out. I'm not going to go into detail about these right now because these are the same vectors on the nav ball you saw in Orbit 101 tutorial. For now, just remember that prograde and retrograde help you grow or shrink your orbit, and normal and anti-normal help you tilt it. Yes. Yep. Yep. That is that one is radial out because it's kind of like the planet but point out the way. That one is that's prograde. Retrograde's the one it's like that but it's got a wee cross. And normal is a wee triangle pointing up, anti-normal pointing down. Larry and Bob, thanks for the sub. Alright. You can click and drag the different handles to see how a burn made in that direction for that duration would affect the resulting orbit. Now we're fucking talking. Planning. I'm all about preparation. Preparation. Sexy beast. Preparation. Sexy beast. Adam Buxton. Get the Adam Buxton. What does it say no all the time? Larry and Bob, thanks for the sub. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to turn this opportunity down. You're going to have to turn this opportunity yes. That's a good bit. Right, in our particular case, we want to bring the apoapsis up just enough to intercept the moon's orbit at a point around 45 degrees ahead of the moon's current position. 45 degrees ahead of it. That's maybe not. Bobby Chino, thanks for the sub. Thanks for being the best streamer. Thank you very much for saying that. I needed that today. Imagine the centre of this Kelvin. Just a wee fucking minute. No. If your trajectory is correct, the orbit line will shift colours when it gets close to the moon. There you go.
Maybe the right cunt.
This indicates the point where your ship will transition from the influence of Kerbal. What did you say there? Shifts colours. Kerbin's gravity to that of the moon. The region in which the pull from that body's gravity is strongest is its sphere of influence, or SOI. In real life, the gravitational influence of all planets and moons matters too. What do you mean in real life? This is real life. Right. Let's get to it then. With the handles shown, you might need to click on the node to make them appear. Pull the prograde handle until your post-maneuver orbit reaches as high as that of the moon. But going that high is not enough to achieve an actual encounter. As I said before, please listen. Timing also matters, so you may also need to move the node itself until you get an intercept SOI change. So you may need to move the node itself until you get an... What do you mean? I'm moving the node. Oh, aye. There's the node, and then there's the actions you're going to perform at the node. So you might need to move the node. Right. You can do this by clicking on the inner circle of the node and dragging it forward or back along the line of your current orbital path. Yes, yes, yes. Don't forget that you can zoom the camera back to see a wider region of space, and if you want to start the burn planning over, you can delete the maneuver node and create a new one from scratch. To delete a node, right click on the maneuver node while it's open, and then click on the red delete icon. You can also click on the next orbit or previous orbit buttons if you want to move the node forward or back in time by a whole orbit. Very useful if it gets behind you by mistake. Okie dokie. Right. Right. Right, well, give us a wee second then. That there, I'm going to move that. No, 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 no. Oh, shit. What did I press? Is it X? Get that fucking off. Where's the fucking, where's the delete? Where's the fucking delete then? Right click, get rid of it. Right. How's my fucking orbit right now if I fucked that up? What way am I facing? Face at prograde just now. Look how comfortable I'm in. Face prograde, you're up here, know the terms and all that. It's fucking amazing. Let me just check the periapsis. Has it gone down? No, we're fine. We're in orbit. Just make the node far away. Alexa, I know how time works. So see if I want to do it in the future, should I put it behind it then, because I'm heading in this direction? So I should put it there then, aye. So see if I'm walking to a restaurant, should I kind of stop at the restaurant and go in, or should I walk past it? Should I walk past it and then double back? Or should I sort of, as I approach it, begin to slow down and then go in? Could you give me help with that as well, please? I keep walking into fucking doors and walls and things like that in here. Should I, when I see the wall come towards me, as I'm going towards it, that is, should I stop before it or wait until I went through the wall like a ghost? W. Kennels, thanks to sub. Formless Sven, thanks to sub. Crunk, thanks to sub. Just got a job interview, good to be back now. Welcome fucking back. Grimward and Bobby China, thanks to subs. I fucking love being a horrible bastard, man. I absolutely fucking love it. I swear to God, I've definitely got a condition where oxygen, the correct amount of oxygen will only go to my brain if I'm being horrible. I can fucking feel it in my brain. I only feel switched on and alive when I'm being cheeky or horrible. And when I'm no, it fucking kills me. I said before, I think it's fucking killing me. It's starving my fucking brain of oxygen. And it's only when I get a bit of buzz at being horrible, I feel myself more alert and alive. So it's like speed. the film, I need to stay up above a certain level of cheekiness, or I'm going to get fucking early onset dementia with lack of fucking oxygen going to my brain. It's going to kill off my brain cells. So there's an idea for a film. Ha 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 ha. Stay to your fucking trainers, mate. I've got to say that to strangers or I die. I'll fucking forget who my son is in 5 years from now if I don't walk up to a stranger and go like that. Ha 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 ha. You've got a bit. Look. Sideys. Look, your hair. Look, hair comes out there. Ha 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 ha. I put a fucking a biro mark in the back of your neck and it's still there. That was in one of my wee Gary podcast episodes. People used to do that in school. You put a biro, put a wee mark on the back of somebody's neck that they can't see, because unless somebody in their family points it out to them, and then if they come in the next day with that, because they missed it because they had a shower, go, hey, you didn't fucking wash. Here, have you got nits? No. Hey, that means that your hair's minging, because nits actually like clean hair. That means your hair's minging. Hey. I know a lot of them, man. Right, so what have I to do? So I have to, right, so I'm there, right? And the moon is fucking, so when you talk about 45 degrees, do you mean, like, say, what the fuck do you mean? Does it mean, do you think it means like if I was to do a path straight to the fucking moon right there, bang, that's like 0 degrees, just straight to it, fuck you, right? If I was to do it going there, 90 degrees, if I was to do it there, 45 degrees. Kind of like that. Right. Alright, so what I would want to do then is I'm coming round like that. How are you? What's the moon up to? Right, forget it. Right, so the moon, you don't appear to be, how are you moving? 542, but you've got a bigger diameter, circumference and diameter. Right, how let me see something. Are you fucking moving? What about you? Is this fucking moving? I mean, it does take like perhaps a month to go all the way around, I don't know. Right, 45 degrees. But it's barely fucking moving. Alright, and right, well, let's say, that can't be right. So perhaps, no, because it's going to bend around. So let's say you did it there, right? Let's just try it. Add a manoeuvre here, right? Let's say you did it there, right? So that's prograde. Skip just now. Oh, you fucking swine. No. No. Right. Timing. Right. It is prograde, isn't it? Aye. We're not fucking with that. Yeah. Right, so, right, on you go. Right, click on that. Zoom in. So, oh shit, you don't want to do that. Oh, I don't think you want to do that. Where the fuck are you? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? What you playing it, son? What are you playing it? What? That's going to come. Pull the other side. But the other side? What? Oh, right. So that'll just nudge it. I see. Okay. Alright. What just happened there? I used the mouse wheel on a bit that I didn't want to fucking do. Right, here's what we're going to have to do. Right click and fucking forget about that. What the fuck is this? What's all this? What's all this that I've accidentally done? What have I done? What's all this? That's your encounter. What? I got rid of the thing. Get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of anything. The moon encounter? What's that? The moon escape? What's all these things? First of all, how did these things appear? These were not here. Why are they here now? What have I done? That's the moon orbit. You didn't delete the point. I'm pretty sure I did. Your predicted orbit. No. Right. Oh, fuck, there it is there. Click on it. Get rid of it. Right. Back to normality. Mouse wheel. Does the mouse wheel do anything? W. Kenners. Thanks for the sub. Thanks again. Right. So, 45 degrees to the fucking moon? What? Right. First of all, just put a wee point in it. Add maneuver there, right? So, back the way, right? What was that you just did there? Right, what is that? Right, now I'm using the mouse wheel there. What is that? Is that actually adjusting it? Is this, if I was to roll that? What is the mouse wheel doing? Micro adjustments. What is that? Right, let's try it again. Right click, get rid of it. Add a point, add a maneuver. Zoom in, miles away for the fucking maneuver. Move that out the way. Click on that, right? And using, right, I just do that slightly. Now what is happening there? Right, aye, so that's just tiny wee movements there. Mouse wheel. The mouse wheel up and down are... It's fine tuning. Is it fine tuning? Right, I see. Right, so if I just nudge it out, right, fucking it like that. Right. That is best not to use the mouse wheel. I use it to zoom in and out. Right, now what the fuck are you then? This new one that's appeared that says it'll change colour when that happens. Right. Move the node until you right in a circle. Yep. Don't forget that you can zoom camera by yeah. To delete a node. Alright. Yep. Right. So the brown one is where I'm going to go, and this green one. What the fuck is that? The brown one is brown and one is green. What has happened there? I can't quite make out what's going on. The purple line is your future orbit being captured by the line. The purple one. Now, what is purple? That to me looks green, and that to me looks fucking brown. Now, where is purple? There. Have I need to fucking brighten this up or something? Purple is your orbit of the moon. Now, is it just me, or is this green and is this brown? That is correct. Right. Wait, but then it looks fucking purple. It's purple there, brown then. It's coming within... Is that the moon there? That's the moon there, right? And that just means it's sort of coming within its influence. And that one is that there. That's the one that's kind of projected. What's the green one? What's the fucking green one? Where the moon will be. I don't think it is, because the moon will not be here. Your trajectory away from the moon. And how can I tell the difference? By going... That is Kerbal apoapsis. Right? So that's me going like there. And then there's the moon. The moon encounter. Do you think this will explain it if I just carry on? Because it's not very clear to me. Dando, thanks for the resub. Absolutely incredible fucking stuff. Please check out Dando for some Ranch Simulator fucking updates. Didn't manage to catch you yesterday. Neighbourhood disc jockey thinks the £3. Where does the moon go in the daytime? It's there. You see it in the daytime. Right. The brown one is what will happen if I go ahead with that manoeuvre. Right? That will come out like that, and then it gets to this point, and then suddenly it stops. Now, why, if the moon is going to influence it, why is it not sort of going, kind of curving around? Why does it stop there? The moon's gravity pulls you in. So at that point, would you say the orbit of Kerbal stops there? The moon. No, right, you don't know. Remember, everybody, I know that some of you might be saying in chat, oh my god, I'm trying to say it. There's like tons of people I don't quite know. This is frying my nut. Right, so one thing today is maybe just bring that back in again, right? Zoom in, careful what you do. Bring that back in again. Like so. Right? To there. Now, that one is green, and I thought the brown one was actually where I'm going to be going. So, what the fuck is that? Kerbal? Kerbal? What are these? Just give it a go. Just go. Absolutely no way. No way. No fucking way. I'm just going, just click on it and we'll just spend 5 minutes seeing it. I want to know what the green one is, what the brown one is. That's what I don't need to fucking spend 10 minutes. I just want to know, what do these colours mean? The green, now the green is gone through Earth, so that can't mean that that's where you're leaving. It looks like that maybe means what is going to happen after you go near the moon, possibly. Now, I don't want this being a puzzle game, everybody. I want to know. I'm asking yous right now. I'm asking yous to tell me. So this isn't a puzzle game, but I'm going, that could be that, and the green could possibly be that. Tell me. If you know, tell me. So the brown one is what will happen initially. I was right? And then when I come close to the moon, at that point, that's going to influence my orbit of Kerbal and turn it into the green one. What I don't know is why would something that could possibly attract me away for Kerbal cause me to have a closer orbit. It slows you down. Because it slows me down. Aye. Right. I see. Aye, right. I get it. Is there any way other than brown and green for me to know this is what happens first, that's what happens second? Do you know, I don't see any words. I don't see anything saying this is what happens at this point, this is what happens at that point. It's just different colours. There's an indicator of time. In a day, an hour and 25 minutes. In 3 days, I know, but I'd like to know underneath where it says T. Was that underneath where it says T? Underneath where it says T. Underneath it. There's T, and there is nothing underneath it. There's T minus 3 days. There is nothing underneath it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm fucking daft here. Roscoe, who knows this game back to front, is saying, just underneath the T there. Do you see the T? Kerbal apoapsis. And then there's the T minus 1D. Whoa, it's underneath that, Limmy. Right. There's fucking space. It's outer space. Fucking rocket science jokes. I know somebody said that about 2 hours ago. Underneath where it says T. Oh, right. I typed it. Oh, didn't it? Right. See, right. So you just... So the only thing I've got to go on is the T. The T minus stuff. That's the only indicator. And the colour. Okie dokie. Right. And then... that there, purple, is, what are you? The moon periapsis. So, and what are you? The moon escape. That's when what, escape? So, is this maybe when I get close to the moon there and it fucks up? That's when it fucks with my thing. Right. Okie dokie. Alright. Right, I'll fucking sort this out. Wait a minute, what's this? I don't need you. Warp to manoeuvre. I'm not doing that yet. Here, give us a wee second. See when I place a manoeuvre down. I can place it and just sort of adjust it and go, let me have a wee think. And then activate it. I mean, I can just tinker about it. Aye. It's not just going to hit the fucking manoeuvre while I'm fanning about and go, right, we're off! Right. Right, I see. Grem Bullon, thanks for the sub. Brown one is your trajectory along the manoeuvre. Green one is your orbit around Kerbal after manoeuvre is finished. Purple is when the gravity of the moon is causing you to orbit it. Grem Bullon, are you telling me that purple that you just saw there, are you telling me that I'm definitely going to orbit the moon with what you just see there? You're telling me I'm going to start orbiting the moon? Because I'm fucking telling you, mate, you're fucking wrong. No, he didn't say that. Alright. Purple is when the gravity of the moon is causing you to orbit it. Right? Orbit. Orbit. He said orbit. Right? He didn't say it's causing, it's going to sort of tug you towards it, and then that's it. Orbit is surely that. Orbit is an orbit. An orbit's an orbit. Orbit, then fly away. Can't believe I'm having to do this. The curved path of a celestial object or spacecraft round a star, planet, moon, especially a periodic elliptical revolution. The curved path. Yes, you could say it's slightly curving me towards it, then it leaves it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think what you said, the fact that it lacks that clarity, causing you to orbit it, you're basically saying you're going to, see when you see the purple line, that's where you're going to orbit them in. You're going to orbit them in. That's a basic explanation of orbit for idiots there, to be fair. You can orbit something just by dipping into its orbit. Alright? Okay. Who said that? Purple equals sphere of influence, says Old Gravy. Yes, that's more accurate. That's more accurate there. That's more accurate there. Yep. There we go. You've planned a trans-lunar injection manoeuvre. Your post-manoeuvre. I said, I've not done it yet. Your post-manoeuvre orbit will enter the moon's sphere of influence. There are a few things to notice now, so bring up your nav ball. Not yet. You will find a few indicators and displays that weren't there before you added the manoeuvre node. We saw these during the Go for Orbit tutorial too, if you remember, but allow me to refresh your memory. Thank you. The bar on the right is a graphical depiction of the velocity change, delta V for short, required to perform the burn you've plotted. You're going to need to go that much faster. Below that, you will also see the approximate time necessary to make the manoeuvre and deplete that graphical display of the burn. Node in T minus 14 minutes, burn time 1 minute and 8 seconds, right? I think, is it there? Is it that? Is it there? Don't know. Right. A new timer also counts down to the moment your ship will reach the manoeuvre node. Right. That's that. That's how long it will take to burn the fuel to get me up to that speed, which is required to do that. Is that right? Right. We can speed up time to get to the burn position faster by clicking on it at any point on the orbit beyond the manoeuvre node, beyond it, and then clicking warp to next manoeuvre. Right. Do that now. No yet. If for some reason your maneuver node gets messed up, or you delete it, just replot a new one. Simple as that. Since it's only a planned simulation of a burn, you haven't lost anything. Yes. So, aye, right. So I've not actually done it. I've not actually done it yet. Right. All right. Liam, thanks for the sub. Anderson and John Boy Ram, thanks for the subs. Happening Limmy, always wondered what inspired that MC Michael G Holiday rap song sketch in season 3. What's fucking season? Can't believe you got me to say that. Was crying at the time, still I'm glad you like it. I just thought about things like just, you know, you got a wee funny ringtone or whatever, and just what would be a bad time for that to happen. I just think about people who maybe have a bit of, I also wrote a short story about somebody, a guy with a kind of, you know, a kind of Poirot moustache. You know, some people like to do sort of like a big handlebar moustache or a wee Poirot thing because they're a bit sort of quirky and they want to do something a bit fun and interesting with themselves. But then, what if you're in a fucking deadly fucking serious situation and now is not the fucking time for a fucking Poirot fucking Salvador Dali moustache? You know, it's like you're dressed up as a fucking clown. But what can you do? That's how you look. That's that. You know, you didn't leave the fucking house. It's a bit like leaving the house with a t-shirt, you know, fucking acid fucking house t-shirt saying, I don't know, like have a nice trip or something. Or just like have a nice day. Or a t-shirt that says fuck you or something like that. And then you get into some serious situation where somebody gets knocked in and you're kicking about with this t-shirt that says have a nice day or whatever the fuck it is. You're like, ah, fuck. Similarly, if you're like, I like going like that. It just adds a wee bit of fun to my life. And then you get in a situation where you should not be displaying any joie de vivre. What can you do? You just have to run. If you imagine you're a doctor. Is there a doctor? Is there a doctor? You just have to go like that. Go away because you're a doctor, but you've got your moustache today. If you know what I mean. I can't the day. I'm wearing my clown shoes. Liam, thanks for the sub. Papa, thanks for the sub. My 90-year-old gran still asks about my pal off the telly after I was saying hello to you one Sunday at the swings in Troon. Oh, I still got pictures of that. That was about fucking... Was Daniel even about by it then? Maybe 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Hello. Right, where the fuck am I? Like 45 degrees now, there's a reason for that. Should I be coming in at... Right, watch this now. Watch now. You fuck off, you. You there. I missed the minute. It doesn't matter about the manoeuvre, I'll sort it out. Is this going up? Right, come here, you. Come here. Fuck off. You what? Why is that no... You there. You there is... You're maybe what I want. Maybe, possibly. And then, could I then maybe... Can I drag that along? Shit. I don't know if I'm doing it right here. I think what I'm trying to do here is kinda No, shit. What was that? Fuck. Fuck the whole hang up. Please undo. Oh, fuck, no, it's doing that. I just accidentally used the fucking, like, delete the bastard thing. To delete the whole fucking thing again, man. Right, alright, Ian. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'd say, come about there. Right, so, about there, maybe. Add a manoeuvre, right? Come out. Now, how the fuck are you coming out that way? How are you coming out that way? Right, not do a wee bit more that way. About there. Something like that. Something like that, maybe. And then maybe bring it kinda... Fuck off, you! No! Do it again. Right. Click on that. Add manoeuvre. Doesn't have to be perfect. It has to at least be something. Ultracam thinks the £3. The furry moustache. Aye, that's the one I was talking about. I think there's a few stories that I wrote that people go, what is that? Just get an intercept. Fucking hell. Fucking hell yourself. Fuck off. Show a bit of respect for a fucking new master of Flash. There we go. Right, be careful. You're careful what you click on, man. Careful what you click on. That's it. Something like that. Something like that. Right, careful, careful, careful. Careful. Fucking careful. Get that fucking globe to fuck. Bring that back a wee bit. Possibly. Possibly. I don't think so. I don't. Wait in. No. No. What is that? But why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Right, you. Right, look. Right, bring that out. Right, fucking it. That's it. I smell like it. Right, bring it back in. Come on. Right, bring you out a wee bit. Alright, I'm assuming what I'm aiming for is something along the lines of that. But, right, now fucking careful. Right, and then drag that. Now watch. Don't get that accidentally. That's right. Drag the middle circle. Just like that, right? Bring that around like that. And I think... Am I kind of getting there? Perfect. How is that perfect? That? The angle. The node in 1 minute. I can speed it up. I can just do a loop. Now, am I right in saying that I'm simply going too fast? And what I want to be doing... Please don't fucking move it now. Really? Do your manoeuvre and it'll all make sense. Right, give us a wee second in. Because currently I'm like, right, so I've come in and what's that there? The moon escape. So it is telling me it is going to escape. You've got 45 seconds to do it. Just do it. Alright, in. Right, so how do I do it? How do I go? Yep, activate this thing. Burn. I've paused it. Z. Right, I don't understand that. Grim, thanks to the sub. Z. Full throttle. And I've got this potential manoeuvre idea that I'm plotting. Tell me how me throttling tells the manoeuvre thing I actually want to go ahead with that. Because what if I've got a manoeuvre point coming up and I'm like, I'm still playing about with the idea, I'm not quite sure yet, but actually before I get into that, I would like to put on the throttle because I've got a wee thing I want to get on with. This is painful. Take a fucking hike then. Ultra cam. SAS can be aimed towards the manoeuvre. It's torture. You don't understand where I'm coming from when I play these games, right? There's a manoeuvre, you can add a manoeuvre to your orbit. I asked yous, can I just place this and, like, when my ship is coming up to that manoeuvre point, and I'm like, no, I'm still planning it, don't do it. I mean, is there a point where I can actually, like, flick a wee switch to go, like, activate this, actually see when you get to that point, do the thing it is that I want you to do. And yous said yes. You said yes. No, it's all manual. Oh, you're telling me this is just, right, so I'm no programming this in. Right, this is just for my own guidance. This is just guidance. Right. Right, so one of yous, more than one of yous was talking fucking shite, by the way. I just want to say that right now. Right, so then I've got to hit. So when I get up to that now, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to get to that point. I'm going to then go full throttle because I've got to burn for, in order to get that done, I've got to burn for 1 minute and 6 seconds down the bottom, right? Full fucking, wait a minute, what's that there, everybody? What's that wee green bit? See that right there? What's that bit down the bottom? G-force, that's all. And what's the red? Holy fuck yourself! Means lots of G-force. Oh, it starts there. It got the whole thing goes up. Right, sorry, I didn't see the numbers there. Right. And this is how long it's going to be to get there. What are you there? See the double forward, the kind of fast forward there? What is that there? Will that fast forward to the point that this is finished? Warp to the manoeuvre. I see. And I don't really want that right now. See if I was to warp to the manoeuvre. How close, in terms of time, will it stop me? Will it stop the warp? Warps to 1 second, 1 minute, 1 minute. A couple of seconds says not G27. Other people are saying a whole 60 seconds. Somebody else is saying 1.5 minutes. So I'm going to do a wee average and say around about a minute. It won't what? Right, like anyway. Right, so I've got this is coming up in about 15 seconds anyway. So then I'm going to go full fucking pelt for 1 minute and 6 fucking seconds. And then this is going to send me towards the fucking moon. But what the fuck do I do when I get there? This is DJK, thanks for sub. We've spoken before, yeah? Huh? Grimble, thanks for sub. You will just know. Well, let's fucking see then. Burn retrograde to slow down to create an orbit. Right, so it's no like, oh, I fucking go there and get to the moon at just the right time and switch off. And it'll just automatically fucking do it. It'll just, I've got to, right, okay, I get it. All right, Burn retrograde to slow down once I'm in that bit. Okie dokie. So get ready. I'm going to hit fucking Z. Now, how long until I get to that? No. Stop. How did yous know that I'm 15 seconds away from the manoeuvre point? Yous were going like, honestly, you're 15 seconds. T minus 17. The node, right, I see it, I get it, I see. Right, here we fucking go then. Careful when you're zooming in, dickhead. Is there a zoom in shortcut key? Because a shortcut key would be... Go now. I'm going to fucking go. Why are you asking me to do it with 10 seconds to go and not at the point? Plus minus to zoom in and out. You don't know that. Nobody else is saying that. It sounds like it. 10 seconds till it's fucked. Don't worry. Listen, I'm sorry. I know you find this frustrating. Can you tell me why I've placed a node and I have based my calculations and things like that on where this node is, and I don't get to that for 10 seconds, and yous are saying, no, don't do it when you get there. Do it a whole 10 seconds before it. Why? You build up G-force, so? That's the window. A window starts at a certain point and ends at a certain point. That's when the window closes, you mean? No and yes, right? Can I just say, by the way, to any of you who might go away after this stream and go, the chat are full of fucking idiots, they're actually really putting Limmy after this really good game that I love. They're no, I'm used to it. It's half before, half after, right? So, do it. So, it's, the ideal time is to do it, fucking hit the button when I'm on it. Would you not agree? No? How no? How not? Why not? Why not? The ideal time is when you're halfway before it. What does that mean? Is that a joke? See, in all seriousness, odd joking aside, I've set a point at which I'm saying when I hit the fucking thrusters at this point, I'm assuming that's what it means. For a certain amount of time, tell me, where am I going to end up? And I'm basing my trip to the fucking moon based on that. And yous are saying, no, Limmy. You don't actually fucking do it when you get there. You do it at some point before, when you just sort of before it. Like 10 seconds before it. Why not at the point when I fucking planned it? That's too late. That's too late. You're not at the top speed, right? So can you tell me just one last wee thing? If this is based on me hitting a certain speed, at that point, that's the midpoint of the burn. Bullshit. It's always halfway. Halfway fucking what? Halfway what? Right, let's start again. We're going to have to just start again. I mean, I'm not touching anything. I don't mean like that. I set a point. What does that point mean now? Because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've set a point. Does that mean at this point, if wait. Does it mean What does it mean? Sorry, what does it mean? It's the centre of your manoeuvre. I don't know what that means. That's if you used all that delta V in an instant, right? Which obviously isn't going to happen. You're not going to go for 0 delta V, as in we're going at the speed that I'm going at. And I want to get to 816 delta V. That is 816 meters per second faster than I'm currently going. If I manage to get to that 816 meters per second faster than I'm currently going at the manoeuvre point, then I will approximately reach the place, approximately follow the path as shown in that. Right, so what I want to be doing then is obviously, so you're saying the manoeuvre point is like, the manoeuvre point is saying if you in a fucking instant were at that delta V, this is exactly where you would end up. If you were there in an instant. If you, right, and because that's not going to happen, you have to build up to it. So, you've got to either, is it advisable to build up to be at that delta V, at that manoeuvre point? Or is it kind of be run about that? Half before, half after. No, average it out. Right. Right, so I'm about to find out just how quickly this will... Burn time 1 minute 6 seconds. Does that then mean... Does that then mean... the... No. Does that then mean that I should have been doing it about 30 seconds before hitting the node? Yes, right? Right, so it's a bit rough, so aye. So that, right away, so... Right, that's a funny sort of thing. So is that actually taken into account? I mean, how can it show me where I'm going to be if I was to, in an instant, hit that delta V at the manoeuvre point? Just 1 moment, please. Right, somebody's come and run. Not to play the game for me. What's you say again? And Mitts, thanks to subs and bits. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Johnny, thanks to 500 bits. We spoken before. Right, here we fucking go. Right, so I've left it a bit late, but I'm just going to go for it. So here we go. This is it. So I need to go. Right. Batter. Shit. Why is it slowing down? I thought... Sorry. Prograde. Why is this... I thought I'm meant to be hitting a certain... Prograde. Oh, that's it, aye, because it's gone down because... I see, aye, obviously it's gone down because I'm already getting faster, so the difference is less. Right? So this is automatically going to do it. Is it? Wait a minute. Shit. Fuck. What is it? You need to. I need to stop it, right? Right, and what if I press X now? Right, zoom out. Right. Right. So that there is fine, slight overshoot. So go that way. So I might need to slow it down and just what? Right, I'll sort it out. I'll sort it out. Right, aye, slight fucking overshoot. Right, listen, I really need to go. See, I know it's terrible me ending the scenario there and you're not seeing it, but I really need to go. I've got some guys coming round to fix a thing, and I needed to actually leave it at 1:30. They'll be round. Then they know I'm going to be finishing at 1:30. That's Lynn was phoning to say fucking get off the stream. Right. So delete the node and you will have to do an adjustment one. I so delete that and then do another one. Right. So the more I'll work all that out the more. I'll get onto that the more. And I'll work it all out the more. Right? I'll work it all out the more. Pep, thanks for the subs. Thank you very much. I know what I'm doing. I think I'm getting there. Good stream you had. I'm enjoying it. I like being able to plan it and sort of get ahead and things like that. Don't forget to exercise. You fucking exercise fun me. Thank you very much for the subs, the resubs, the bits and the tips, everybody. I absolutely love this life that yous have given me by allowing me to sit here and just fucking play games and go into space with wee green aliens. Thank you very much. I will be back. Hello to any new followers that have came in and mods. Thank you very much. I've given you a wee break by being easy on the backseat gaming, by me actually needing the backseat gaming. Let's head there to Dando, who might or might not be playing the upgrade to Ranch Simulator, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. I will fucking see you tomorrow, where we will go to the fucking moon. Thanks for all your help, everybody. Bye for now.